Hello, hello, welcome. I'm Liz, and I'm with Therese and our friend Tina from Awenith Yarn and Fiber, Queen of Yarns, or Yarnia, I should say. Also, Queen of Yarns is here.
All of them.
Bow down.
Yeah, well, just she's co-queen with our friend Chicken Lady because we can't, leave Lynn out because her yarns are lovely as well.
There are multiple lands and multiple queens.
There are, and Holly as well because her yarns are stunning in a totally different way, and it's just we are blessed with the number of people we know who dye gorgeous yarn.
Mm-hmm.
Just putting it out there, and don't care what we make of it, and don't tell us we have to make things to protest because
the only thing you should
fine for other
is
people.
your lack of yarn, and then you should rectify that by buying more yarn.
Yeah, I like the fact that they want all the red yarn, but they don't want yarn dyers to do it because they're on the bandwagon to make money. Like, okay, well, where do you think the red yarn comes from? And I'm sorry, there's no way they sold. I don't think they sold $400,000 worth of paint patterns. I'm pretty sure because if you look on Ravelry, they don't have that many sales. And
wait, did you just say 400,000?
That's what they said.
Mm-hmm.
Who is they? What?
The yarn store in Minnesota where the guy created the pattern, which is actually a copy of a pattern of a Norwegian protest hat from World War II. Yeah, I think their numbers are a tad bit off, but
It's that new math,
Yeah. Yeah, it's that new math. I mean, don't get me wrong. If people want to knit things and protest, that's entirely their right. But don't go off on other people. Texas Sheep's Ladies protesting manufactured beef by baking a tri-tip roast. Hey, tri-tip is always a good protest. Not going to say. I'm not going to lie.
Beef is good.
What was it? Oh, no, that was milk does the body good. What was the beef one from back in the day?
Where's the beef?
Where's the beef?
Oh, yeah, there was a Wendy's.
Where's the beef? Right? Where's the beef? Sorry, I'm just tired of everything popping up about, even in my regular news feed was a story about some yarn store that's selling hats or selling yarn and also selling hats. And then there's a whole controversy in Craftsnark whether people should get paid for making hats for people or should they take a loss or, where's the line between, should they make a hat and then just donate it or they're overthinking the process.
The
Hi, Joan.
The blanket queen is in the house.
Whoop, whoop.
But I'm looking at fabric right now for my summer bag.
Ooh.
I have a lot of patriotic fabric because at one time I foolishly thought that I was going to make a quilt.
Well, you sent that video of Fabric Disneyland, and that place is kind of cool. And I'm not a sewer, but I can still see that.
If anybody
brings people joy.
If anybody ever wants a tour, let me know. I will take you down there. And look what I found in my stash. I had already bought this fabric.
Oh, that's
so I've done
that. Thing.
I do that with yarn a lot. Ask Tina.
Yeah.
I buy a colorway and then I buy another weight. I'm like, oh, I love this. Oh yeah, I have it in sport weight too. Okay, well, I'll make something with it then.
I think I'm going to have to do a poll of what everybody thinks. Now, this is not strictly patriotic, but I have this red stars.
That's patriotic.
And then I have, this is white on white stars. So that's going to be in the inside. Ooh. So I'm just kind of like, what am I going to make here? I have too many choices. That's the problem. And I found another red star.
Ooh, that's nice too.
So I don't know what I'm going to make.
Whatever you want, and it will be fabulous.
Well, this one I think looks very cowboyish.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, with the hats. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take over.
Oh,
no. We're
not complaining.
Okay.
Yeah, do you hear us complaining? No.
Okay. So, well, then I have some others to show you.
Yeah.
Therese likes fabric.
I know. I liked all the ones she showed last night.
Ooh, oh, I love the ones with the trucks.
Oh, that's
With
adorable.
the trucks and the bicycles.
That's
You
very
like
fun.
That one. So,
That's fun.
but then what would go as the? I'm kind of thinking this would go as the bottom.
Yeah, or the red one. Yeah.
Or the red one, yeah.
Do you think the red stars?
Yeah.
I don't see why not.
Okay.
Those are the
Yeah.
trucks.
Or these red stars that are smaller?
Those are good.
I mean, you can't go wrong. I mean, I think all three of them look good.
They're all good.
Apparently,
Agreed.
I'm going to have to do a make along next year so I can do this again so I can get rid of some fabric.
So she can get more fabric.
I don't
Speaking
sew at all,
of-
but I love looking at all
Therese,
different fabrics.
Now, Therese, it's not nice of you to read my mind.
Okay.
Rude.
Speaking of patriotic, before I forget,
Yeah.
if we're doing our patriotic mail later on, details will be forthcoming at some point because it's not yet
Okay.
June.
Okay. Would you
I
like
saw some. What?
Would you like
Would you like a bag?
giveaway?
Sure, if you'd like to make it.
Okay.
I saw this somebody's version of a star flanket. You know, the Stephen West one,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and
Oh.
I want to do something like that with my chicken lady
That's really
as
pretty.
the star. Do the star pieces of my chicken
I like
lady
that
patriot.
too.
Ooh.
And then just do stripes after that. I mean, that's the blanket. There's also a shawl, and you don't have to do the brioche. You could do it as garter and do it as garter stripes. So
Okay.
I'm thinking maybe that. Okay.
One more, and then I'm going to stop. But this
For today.
yeah. I don't know what happened, but I bought like a yard and a half of this. I don't know why.
Because it's pretty.
It's
I
fun.
need to make myself notes.
You get the Coke. I'll get the Jack.
Yeah.
Joan, you're falling under the misunderstanding that you have to have a reason.
Oh, okay. Well, no, it just would be nice if when I went back and go, instead of going, why did I buy this? I would know.
Collecting is a hobby unto itself.
Oh,
Yep.
yes, indeed. Yes. Just like my yarn, I looked and I was like, I am never going to make this many socks. I don't
Mhm.
know who I think I'm kidding.
Mhm.
But do you think I'm getting rid of any of my yarn? Heck no.
just
No.
make blankets out of it, like I'm gonna do.
Okay. And I felt like a good amount of participation for January for the blanket
Mhm.
along. So thank you everyone who entered.
I did. I've got other blankets planned this year,
Mhm.
but not 26.
No.
No.
No. Nobody needs to be.
That would be insane.
I have this one
Hello.
that I'm working on. I have one with Tina's yarn coming up. And then I have a couple of crochet blankets I need to make for my kids.
Yeah.
Plus
I have-
other
Okay.
baby blankets and things.
I have a list of the 26 that I'm going to work on. But several of them are not even started yet.
Oh, Texas Sheep Lady said backing for a quilt you could use that for.
Yeah,
What?
if you wanted to make a quilt.
Oh yeah, if I want to back a blanket, yeah, that would be good. But anyway, let's see how many I haven't even started yet.
Bags or blankets?
Blankets.
Is that going to bring the total past 26?
No, I'm only doing 26, but
She's only doing 26, Tina. Come on.
out of the 26, I have 4 that I haven't even started yet. So, and make no mistake, I want this understood loud and clear. I am not planning on completing 26 blankets. I'm just going to work on 26. Okay?
Oh, that's totally reasonable.
If you were planning on completing them, I would really be concerned
Oh, yeah.
about your lack of sleep that you would be getting.
Well, especially
Because-
since I have to work to my new retirement date is July 2nd.
Okay.
So Miss Tina, when are you moving?
Not soon enough. I'm gonna have to get a side hustle because this is just not working out the way it needs to be working out. So
I'm sorry.
it's all right. It's part of life. It's part of the adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
need to
haven't
get
even-
out of your city.
Yeah.
I haven't even fully decided where exactly I want to go yet. I was thinking about upstate, and then my sister suggested that I move in with my. So my brother passed away a few years ago, but we still talk to his girlfriend, and she's really wonderful. I love her to pieces. But she suggested I move in with her because, you know, she's got MS and she needs to move back to New York, and she thought maybe we could live together. And I'm thinking to myself, I cannot live in a place with somebody that's there 24/7. Also, like, I'll lose my goddamn mind. I love her to pieces, but I can't freaking do it. So
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
I get that. My son moved up to Reno for grad school, and for the first time, he's in his own apartment, no roommates, and he did that intentionally because he wanted to be able to study because it's an accelerated program. So, and plus he's working. And my nephew, who's a welder, his company's going to be working up there about 8 or 9 months. My sister-in-law called my son. He's like, "Hey, how big is your apartment?"
Oh, no.
He's like,
Nip that in the bud.
he's like, no, it's small. He's like, there's only one bedroom, and I have a love seat for a couch, so it's not even a place for him to sit.
It's a
And
studio.
it's fine. Well, it's fine because he actually ended up getting a place closer to where his work site will be. But he was just like, Mom, I don't want to be a bad person, but I really want to live by myself for a little while.
That's
I'm
totally
like, that's
reasonable.
fine. Because he prefers to study by himself, and he's working from home from his job down here in Las Vegas. So we were nice enough to keep him part-time and let him work off, remote. So he didn't have to try to find a part-time job.
Yeah. Did you guys hear about my dog?
The
And his
gopher killer?
His gopher vendetta.
Uh-oh. What are you doing,
See,
pirate?
if you just had kept the baby gopher and raised it, he wouldn't be a gopher killer. He'd know that they were friends.
I vaguely remember hearing a part of this story. Is the beef
Well,
still
that
going-
would have been you could have written a children's book to go along with it. Pirate and his little gopher friend.
Digger. My husband
Digger.
was going to name him. I was like, no, we are not raising a baby gopher. No. It's bad enough pirate digs in the yard. Can you imagine? But he came in and his whole body was filthy. I was like, did you climb down in the hole?
He was trying to go to China.
At least he didn't jump in your pool.
Like, no, he doesn't like the pool. My granddog loves the pool. And we have to try and keep her out of it when she's over here. But he's not a swimmer.
I just realized I missed an increase. God damn it.
Oh, no.
I'm just going to sit here and unknit now. This is going to be the
Yeah.
unknit night.
I was doing that earlier when I realized I messed something up.
Well,
So what's
fortunately,
everybody working on besides blankets?
I'm
Or
working
including
on-
blankets?
I'm working on a sock. Because I have to have this pair of socks done by Saturday.
All right. Well, today's Monday. I think you can do it. I have faith in you.
Yeah, but there won't
For
be any.
shorties.
Yeah, there won't be any blanket activity this week. Not much. Did you guys see that I got the first section of the Halloween blanket done?
Yes.
That's
You got
gorgeous.
Morgie's spiders done.
I did. So
Love it.
now I can go on to section 2. Oh,
She's so
you should
excited.
see what I go through trying to figure out what I'm going to make next.
How is your little blanket with your logo going?
It is, I didn't work on it this past week. I need to work on it. Because I'm still in the first 36 rows doesn't have a color change, so it's not really interesting. So I think once
Well-
I start changing colors, things will get interesting again.
Just gonna have to blame the designer who started it out.
I'm the designer. I told my son though, because his wife is the one that made the logo originally. And I told him, and he thought that was really neat. I was like, oh, okay.
It's okay. I have a hard time going back and knitting things that I've designed sometimes.
Yeah.
Because I've already knit them.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I don't want to do this again. I'm not knocking my patterns. I think they're great. It's just my ADHD just makes me want to move on.
This is enough.
Yeah, I have a really hard time making, you know how some people are like, oh, I made 5 sockhead hats. No, if I make one, that's it. I don't like to revisit.
Yeah. But people who do, good for you, because
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I honestly, I wish I could, but like you said, 80. I have not been diagnosed, but pretty sure it's there.
I know the feeling. I know the feeling. Not formally diagnosed, but you know it's there.
Well,
yeah,
I mean, with all the, I can't just work on one project. I would go insane.
Yeah, no, I am definitely not monogamous with projects. I can't. I always have to put it on the back burner.
I used to be until I started knitting. When I was a crocheter, I was perfectly fine working on one thing, unless I had to stop and make a baby gift or something.
Yeah.
But no, as soon as I started knitting, the whole, I'll cast on this, and I'll cast on that, and I'll cast on this.
Yep.
I have actually knit a few things a number of times. Monkey socks. I've done them a number of times.
Monkey socks. What are those?
What's that?
What are monkey socks?
It was like the most popular pattern for a long time on Ravelry. It's in Knitty Magazine.
It's free.
Oh, it's a Knitty pattern. Of course,
it's a free pattern.
Mm-hmm.
But I have never made them.
I've made numerous pairs.
I know. What is wrong with me that I have never made them?
Knit along.
There were other things on your list to work on.
That's right.
Yes. Yes.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
Oh, you go.
Okay. The only reason I talk over people is because once you get back to me, I will have forgotten what I was going to say.
Yeah. I get it.
I'm sorry. I so apologize if I do that to you. And now I don't remember what I was going to say. See?
I do that all the time.
The struggle is real.
Well, cool. Lefty's working on a blue and green shawl because her team plays on Sunday. Wendy's working on a sweater test knit. I'm not going to say what you wrote, Texas Sheep Lady. Joan's just going to have to read it
Oh, I'm reading it now. It's on.
It's on like Donkey Kong. What are you working on? The ranunculus?
I'm working on a ranunculus. Hang on, I'm in the middle. Well, you're always in the middle of a row, aren't you?
Well, you could be at the end or the beginning, technically.
So it's coming along. Drat, this long torso.
It's on my to try list eventually someday.
It's super easy. I haven't worked on it every day.
Super easy.
I get bored with it because I have to do I think 15 inches of just stocking it, and it's like
yeah. And at that point, the fun part's done.
Yeah, it's not fun.
That's usually my favorite part, actually, because I can just zone out and knit. You don't have to worry about screwing anything up.
I don't know. Maybe if it was variegated or something, it'd be a little more interesting. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a pretty color, though.
It is very pretty color for Temu yarn.
Hell yeah, Temu.
Hey, I'm not knocking
Temu yarn right here.
You knew.
I have some somewhere that I got for a penny. I got like 6 skeins for a penny. That was exciting.
Oh.
Are you talking about when she said star on the bottom and truck on the top?
No, I'm talking about when she's talking about, and in the middle of the night, pirate consumed the pitiful little baby gopher.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna.
Well, he
That's
tried
right.
to squeak this latest one, and it only squeaked once.
Oh my God.
He broke his toy.
Yep.
His toy is defective.
Oh my God.
How's your blanket, Therese?
I was getting ready
Are
to
you-
reach for it.
Are you into the pattern now?
Yes. It's super
Oh,
simple.
wait.
It's 2 stitches. But I can't do it. I can't do it without looking because you have to go into their stitch.
Row blow.
So here's where I'm at so far. It's
It
very,
looks
very
so
big.
squishy.
Hmm.
That's really pretty.
And you can't tell. It looks a lot like a Noro.
Except Noro
Is,
sucks, man. That stuff is so scratchy.
And it's got so much crap in it, like twigs
does.
and straw.
Hell.
Yeah, I had
It's
one skein of
beautiful,
that, and it
but-
was the most
Mhm.
particles in it than of any skein of yarn I've ever had.
Yep. I did a whole giant wrap out of it.
And then you didn't do another one.
And I didn't do another one. No. I mean, I like Nora and I would use it again, but I'm sorry, Caro, if you're watching. I'm staying away from shawls for a while because I don't wear them very often.
Well, that's what I was
Same.
thinking with all my yarn. It's like, well, maybe I need to make some of them into shawls, and it's like, but I don't wear shawls.
I wear them. I have so many.
Yeah.
I mean, I just went in, we were going somewhere and I went to find a shawl to wear. And I
Mm.
pulled out like 4 or 5 of them that have not been blocked or had their ends woven in. I'm like,
That's my
time to
problem.
do this.
I
and-
finish them and put them aside, and it's like, oh yeah, I should block that sometimes.
Yeah. Some of them I might rip the yarn out because I'm like, I'm not wearing it. So
I just have
Reuse.
too many. And it's like, what am I going to do with all these fucking shawls? It's like,
Mhm.
okay, I wear them as scarves in winter, but like, there's only so many scarves you can wear in winter because you only have one neck. And it's like, am I going to wear a different shawl for every day of the year? Like, no.
first of all, I don't even leave the house that much. So
Exactly.
I'm not going to wear it around the house.
Okay, Texas Sheep Lady said, how do you keep track of where you are when you have several things at once?
You write them down.
I don't.
No, that's
I wrote it
that's
down.
part of the fun. The guessing game is part of the fun. What part of the pattern?
Yeah.
What row was I on?
Well, I will
Oh.
say this, that my channel has helped me a lot with
Mhm.
that, because I'll go, what was I doing here? What size needle was I using? And I can go back and find the episode that I discussed it. And so everybody should start a YouTube channel, just saying.
So you can-
Okay, I have a
Or video,
confession.
or make a video for yourself of all your projects.
Mm-hmm.
I have a confession to make that works for yarn dyeing too. Somebody recently bought a colorway that was like from Wildcard Wednesday #3, so that's obviously like years ago because we're on like 71 now.
Wow.
And I'm like, okay, so I'm looking through my notebooks and I'm like, okay, it must have been around, and I didn't know which Wildcard Wednesday it was, but I knew it was Wildcard Wednesday, and I knew it was a while back. So I'm looking through my books. And I start to get concerned because I'm not seeing like any wild card recipes. I'm like, okay, maybe it's a different book. So I'm looking at all these different notebooks. And then I realize it's not anywhere. If I wrote it down somewhere, it's, I don't know, in a landfill somewhere. So I had
Oh,
to
no.
go back and watch my video and figure out what I did. And it worked out fine, but it was like, dang, girl, you're stupid.
I have
This is
I have
my,
a
go ahead.
I have a sticky note app on my phone, and
Uh-huh.
when, on each project, I start a little sticky note and I write down what it is, what yarn, and what
Mhm.
needles or hook, because that way, when I lose the crochet hook like I do, I'll know which one I need to go find to replace it with.
Ouch.
I not only have the the shows, but
Mhm.
these are all my show notes that I write every week to talk, what to talk about. And So I can go back there sometimes and find information. So for me, the written word is what helps me.
I have
Yes.
notebooks.
I have a lot of projects that I didn't write anything down on, or I just stopped
Yeah.
because they weren't working out. So I have a pile
Yep.
that needs to be done away with and frogged and the yarn reclaimed, because I don't remember where in the pattern I was.
I
I
So I was
forgot.
just going to put it down for a day.
Mhm.
So I was going to remember.
And then
Nope.
like 300 days later, you're like,
Yeah,
oh, that was a really long day.
exactly. I mean, I never thought it would take me this long to get back to the stained glass blanket. So I'm going to have to go and look to see what the needle size was for that. I think I'm going to jump up a needle size and see if that makes a difference in that ruffling, and just keep moving up needle sizes till it looks right. So,
I
Yeah, I
prefer
forgot to
larger
write
needle
down when I
sizes.
started my blanket. Sorry, Tina.
would you say, Therese?
I said I forgot to write down when I started my blanket, so I'm going to have to go through.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to Amy about it because, well, we intended to have it be a certain type of blanket, and then I deviated, like I do.
Rebel.
But I remember telling her how many I cast on that day, so I have to go and look.
Life comes at you and changes things
Yes,
with
it
your
does.
knitting. I found things that I think I'm going to work on, and then it's like, nope, I'm not going to work on that like I planned, and I'm just going to do something else.
Did you guys see my thing that I said about the size G hook?
Mm-hmm.
How the sizes were different? I was like, what
Wait,
the
what?
heck?
Well, there's size G, and then there's size 7, which is 4.5, right?
Right.
Like,
but
like
I
size
had
7.
a where'd it go? Hold, please.
I think it depends on where you buy them from, because
Mhm.
Well, I
Um,
mean, the one that I'm talking about was one that I bought. You know, I mean, I don't buy crochet hooks across the seas. So, but it was funny because I looked at it and one size G said 4.0 milligram and the other one said 4.5. And I was like,
Mhm.
okay, this could
I
be
have
why
some of those.
I'm having trouble with my projects not lining up.
I
have
had
of
some
those.
years
Mhm.
ago,
Mhm.
and then I saw that it was size G, and then it goes to size 7, and then HIJK, which is really weird, but
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, so now from now on, every project will have its own hook. No matter how many hooks I have to buy.
26 bucks later.
Well, of
Can you
my
buy them in
blankets-
bulk?
I was just going to say she could buy, I know you can buy the bamboo ones in bulk, all the sizes.
Let's see. Let me see
I
how
did-
many of my blankets are crochet and how many are knit. So,
See, the thing about writing things down is it's really great if you actually write things down. For some
know,
reason,
right?
when I first started dyeing, I don't know. I mean, okay, I'm a little retarded, okay, but like still, this is like basic. If you make a recipe for something, you write it down. That's kind of like, but the thing is, I would write it down and it would just say like red instead of like what specific shade of red.
Oh,
And
boy.
it wouldn't say how much. And I think I just at the beginning thought like, oh, you'll remember it. You know what you did. You could do it again.
mhm.
No, you
So
will
then
not.
like 4 years
Yeah.
later, I'll look at something and I'll be like, it's so bad.
Well, not only that, if you, from when you're a beginner to when you're been crafting longer, your gauge can change too.
Right.
Mhm.
So if you don't write down what you did on something a couple of years ago, life happens, you get a hand injury or something, your gauge is different, and then you have to go back and try to guess.
Yeah,
Which isn't
it's
fun.
funny because I feel like usually people become a little looser as they work and get more experienced.
That's
But
me,
I
honey.
experienced-
Yes, they're a little looser as they work.
I am loosey goosey.
Well, because you get a little. You're not like death gripping the needles or the hook.
Right.
Or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah,
I agree. You're right.
Relaxing.
But I experienced the opposite recently. I pulled out a shawl I haven't worked on since like 2021, and like the stitches were just I don't even know. Like I had to change a needle size because I was like, what the hell is going on here? Like this is really like weird and loosey goosey, and I don't knit like this anymore. What the hell? So I don't know if I somehow got tighter or if it was just like the needles were like plastic, and it was like a weird plastic set of needles. I don't know where the hell they came from.
Could have been the needles.
It was weird.
For me, a plastic needle is an instant no.
I think they came with a plastic knitting machine that I bought years ago, and I don't know why they came with the machine. I mean, the whole point of the knitting machine is that that's what knits it. So why would you need the needles?
Right.
So. Just throw these in here too. Yeah. No, I don't like plastic ones. I prefer wooden ones only because it helps with my hands and my circulation. I like ChiaoGoo. I can use them, but I find that I get less stress over time if I go back to the wooden ones. And I like the square ones, the 4 square ones. The Knit Picks right now are my favorite. But yeah, it's a hard, knitting a blanket is hard for me because I'm used to crocheting blankets, which goes faster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm over halfway done with my blanket, but I'm to the point where I'm like, I want to move on, but I also want to get it done.
Yeah.
So
somebody said the trucks with stars on the bottom. So, it would help if I knew where I put things. Okay.
Yeah, and marling is great and all, but then you've got 2 balls of yarn that are flying around all over the place every time you pick it up and put it down. Because the minute you start knitting on a blanket, you have to get up and go do something, and then go do something else. And they're like, oh, I forgot to take the clothes out of the washer and put them in the dryer. So you have to sit, and you have yarn flying everywhere.
Okay. I'm sorry to take over again.
Go
But
for it.
Strip.
So here's
more
the
after
trucks. Is everybody in agreement I should do the trucks?
Love the trucks.
I like the trucks a lot.
Okay. So this, and they said stars on the bottom. But which stars? I have more than one.
Oh, hold it up with the dark. Let me see.
That looks really cute.
That's cute. I like that.
That's perfect.
I also like the red, but I like this one best.
Yeah, I like that.
Then I have the little stars.
I like the darker ones. The first one you just did.
Okay.
Wendy loves the trucks too.
Mm-hmm.
Who's that?
Wendy loves the trucks too.
Okay, Wendy. Just for you.
Yeah.
So this is the bag we want, people?
That's perfect. Yes.
Okay.
It's the bag I want.
Yeah.
Not that I've made the spring bag yet, because it's not last minute yet.
You got 2 more months. What are you talking about? Yeah,
I
Sherry, I have Renaults, and that's why it messes with my circulation. I've never worn regular gloves, but I do have the ones that they started selling a few years ago for crafters, those ones that are tight that slide on. I have those, but I don't like working in them because they're just painful.
That looks good.
You like that too?
I like that too.
As an alternate?
It makes the red pop out. It makes that little red in that block pop out.
Yep.
That's
Okay.
really pretty.
All right. So we have 2 choices for whoever wins summer. Who knows?
I lost my stitch markers.
All righty. I'm going
I
to
have a question,
for now.
Joan.
Yes, dear.
For
You want
this,
to go to Fabric Disneyland with me?
yeah, well, yeah.
That's
But I'd
a
have
given.
to go- Yeah. For this blanket challenge thing,
Mm-hmm.
do you have to show the picture of the same blanket all the time?
Here's the deal, Therese. I'm nosy. Whatever blanket picture you want to show me, I will be happy with.
Okay.
I just want to see what everybody's working on, and it makes me feel really good that I'm not the only person working on blankets.
Okay.
Even though It's official. Southern California isn't getting winter this year.
Oh, you could have some of
We
ours.
got it. We
I'll
got
send
it.
to you.
I wish. I wish.
wish.
You don't even know.
I'm not as bad as Joan, but we were not very winter-y
Yeah.
ourselves.
We've had our AC on for the last 3 days.
God.
We had to do that today only because it was hotter inside the house than it was outside.
Well, our house, it's bad in the summer, but it's really bad in the winter for some reason. But we have a bank of windows, like a whole wall of windows at the back of our house. And guess which direction it faces? West.
Mhm.
So in the evening, when we're sitting in the living room, it's hot as blazes in there. So,
We just have concrete everywhere, so
yeah.
it just reflects the sun even in winter.
Well, I have a house that's a year older than my husband. So,
Well, I was really excited today because it was 35 degrees, so I only had to wear a hoodie when I went outside. So that was pretty cool.
okay.
That is exciting.
I don't like
It
to play temperature wars because you guys always win. But right now it is 74.
Perfect.
Yeah,
That's a
but-
beautiful temperature.
Yeah, but the problem
Which
means
finger do I want to show Joan? Eeny, miny, moe.
yes, but the problem is, Joan, this nice warm winter may foretell a very very uncomfortable summer.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah,
When
I'm
you-
hoping this will kill the bugs.
Well, yeah.
I'm hoping. I don't know.
So if anyone needs a new colorway that they really want to make them happy, get Snarkle.
Look how pretty that is.
Isn't that gorgeous? I'm designing a hat, and look, it has hearts.
Love it.
Is that a Tina?
It
Color?
sure is.
Yes, it is, and
Brand new.
I got the skein, and it was so pretty. I'm like, oh, this is so pretty. I want to knit with it, and then I started knitting with it, and it just makes me happy.
That's wonderful. That's yarn
really
should
cool.
make you happy.
So it'll be a new pattern, probably out sometime at the end of this week. Knit it in whatever color you want. If you feel the necessity to knit it in red, I won't tell you not to. Because, it can be whatever you want, but it's not a protest hat. It's a Valentine's hat.
I just feel like red is being taken from us. It's like you took the freaking rainbow. Give us back red.
Oh, we still got red.
Yeah, it's just if you wear an ugly red hat. I mean, yeah, that was a cute hat in 1940s, but the style's a little...
Nobody, I would say 99% of the population does not pay attention to the knitters,
No.
especially the craftivist knitters.
Right. They're going to be sitting there looking at that little dingle dangle and be like, what the fuck is this? Oh, it's so stupid. This isn't good. They'll be smacking it like a cat toy.
That's exactly what it looks like. A cat.
Oh, what are you resisting exactly?
Yeah, right?
Oh, wow. You're
Well,
so
I mean-
brave and stunning.
Aren't red hats MAGA, though?
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
So people who don't realize why they see random people with red hats will have no clue,
Right.
which is hilarious to me because,
Yes.
they'll be, don't you see my hat? It's a protest hat. Can't you tell I'm protesting?
So brave, Queen. So stunning.
Hey, if that's what people want to spend their time knitting, that's entirely their choice. Just don't expect other people to. And, it's just so performative to me. It's
It
like,
really is, all of it. And it's not just the knitters. Like I follow a bunch of people on my Instagram that are like, ceramics makers or jewelry makers or whatever. And there was one lady I followed who's like a Victorian hairwork lady, and I'm like super interested in that because I took a class at the Mutter Museum a few years ago, and it was awesome. And then all of a sudden, there's like just these fuck ICE and fuck ICE and fuck ICE and fuck Republicans and fuck MAGA and fuck Trump, and I'm like, okay, bye. Thank you for saving my wallet all this money because now I'm not going to support you anymore.
Right.
Here's the thing. They're protesting about the deaths of these two people. If they were anything other than hypocrites, they would be protesting about the deaths of all these people
You
who've
have to
gotten
go back
killed
and then, yeah.
or
Right.
abused or child porn and child abuse from
You're the
these.
right
Those
partner.
are the victims whose names they should be supporting.
Yeah.
Like if they were out there calling for justice for those people before this happened, then I might take them seriously. But no.
Right. Be consistent.
Mm-hmm. The people in
And-
the chat are saying they unfollowed a ton of people last week.
Yeah,
Well,
me
Yeah.
I think there's many such. I think a bunch of us have, because it's just like, wow, are you so for real?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like,
I mean, I think there's a lot fewer ones participating this year because a lot of the ones who were black squares don't seem to be
saying much.
going down that same rabbit hole. Yeah, they're keeping quiet, which,
Yeah.
you know, it's probably
Yeah.
better for their business, quite frankly.
You know,
But
I don't care what your politics are. I really don't. But if you shove it down my throat,
Mhm.
I'm going to unfollow you.
well,
If you flat
If
out
you live
say
in-
fuck me, yeah, well, fuck me. Okay, bye.
if you live in a big city and you're not protesting the deaths of people who get killed every day in these cities, then you're being a
Mhm.
hypocrite for protesting
right,
this.
exactly.
And yes, they'll gaslight and say, but you know, they're American citizens who are criminals too. Yes, we know, but that doesn't mean that we need more.
Right.
You know, like
Speaking of
I
people who
just-
die in big cities, I think it's very amusing in a terrible, sad way that no, you can hardly even find any information on like the 10 people who have died because of the cold because of Mamdani's policies. How he's not bringing anybody inside, and it's like, well, I mean, on the one hand, of course, I mean, me personally, I believe in free will. So, I mean, if these people want to stay outside and freeze to death, that's whatever. However, I am not a mayor that is advocating for people's rights and socialism and all this stuff and the warmth of collectivism. And it's like, well, the warmth of collectivism didn't save these people from freezing to death. Now, did it, sweetie pie? But the thing is, you're not hearing anything about this. This is like, if I wasn't on Twitter, I wouldn't have heard about this at all. Nobody's
well, that's
protesting.
because what we have learned, the biggest lesson that we've learned through Trump is how you cannot trust the media.
Of course not. No, we learned that a long
I mean,
time
if nothing else, it's proven that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, is it true? Are they not picking up the trash? I heard they weren't picking up the trash in the city.
They picked it up here, but they kind of it was a little sloppy. I think they did finally pick up our recyclables from Friday, but it wasn't. It's kind of understandable because the snowdrifts are so high. I don't know if they could physically actually get to the garbage. But my roommate did come home a couple days ago and go, they didn't pick up the recyclables. They only did the trash cans. And they left the trash cans in the middle of the street, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh. Okay, well, they left it in the middle of the street. But to be fair, what were they going to do? Throw it on a snow pile? Like,
Right.
here, have your trash can back, you know?
Yeah, I remember the trash strike back in the 80s. It was not a good time.
No.
Yeah. I worry about you, Tina. I really do.
It's pretty good here. We're not you know, like people were messaging me and being like, oh, you're going to live under Sharia law. And I'm like, first of all, this is still America. We still have American rights. We still have the Constitution. Second of all, I hardly ever leave my house. So it's like, you know, I go to the post office and the grocery store. It's not like I venture into Manhattan for anything. And, you know, normally when people think of New York City and they've never been here, they just think of Manhattan as being the whole city. And it's like, absolutely could not be farther from the truth. So I'm like in a little bubble over here and everything's fine and safe and nice. And I have a 24-hour grocery store a block away. So it's all good.
Well, and also I've heard the city council is not pleased with a lot of things he's been doing. So
I can't
they're
imagine
slow
why.
rolling some
So
things.
there's that.
What? You mean this guy doesn't actually know what he's doing? Oh my God, shocker. He made a bunch of promises he can't keep. Oh my God, this is my Pikachu face. Wow, what?
He's another one like Newsom who has this, you know, I was a poor boy story when his parents were rich and sent him to private schools. You know, same as AOC, you know, she was not a poor kid who her parents sent her to private school. So, you know,
Let me tell you
but people
something.
don't know because the media doesn't tell them. And
I see people all the time saying, oh, Newsom's going to save us when he's president. I'm like, oh,
God,
honey,
no.
come live
Okay.
where I live.
dude's never going to get to be president because
Oh, I hope not. Oh, I am talking to Jesus about that one because
I'm more worried about Swalwell becoming your governor.
Who's Swalwell?
Fang Fang, the one who who had an affair with a Chinese spy, and who doesn't live in California, doesn't even have property in California. His main residence is in D.C., which means he's not eligible to run for governor. But
they're going to let him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been charged with mortgage fraud over that.
Yeah. Well, I live in like one of the tiny little red spots in California, and I see a lot of signs for Bianco, but he's a Republican, so I'm hoping, but I doubt it.
Oh,
I'm not going to be shocked if he doesn't win.
I don't know. Maybe Staten Island will secede, and that'll break up New York City. They're talking about it again. And Alberta wants to secede from Canada and become a state, at least parts of it.
We'll take Alberta. They're pretty cool.
They got good beef.
They do.
I was so hopeful that Sliwa was going to win for the mayor, and he was like embarrassingly low.
Mm-hmm.
Which I wasn't really surprised, to be honest.
I think if it was 15 years ago, he would have had a better shot because people would have known him more for what he had done before. But it's been so long since he was out there with a name and everybody's, knowledge that I think that's part of it. He didn't have the name recognition. I remember seeing the Guardian Angels when we used to go into New York City for the day and stuff. And they would be in the subways and, helping people and making sure there was nothing going on.
Well, the thing is, too, that a lot of people don't understand about New York. Sorry for the cat butt. Get your pull off camera. God, you rude girl. This is not that kind of show, okay? Goodness gracious, that was rude. Anyway.
That's hilarious.
She's using this as her OnlyFans channel.
Her Only Pause.
Only Pause channel.
The thing that people don't understand about this city is that, and they're always bitching about, New York forgot, New York this, that, and the other thing. What they don't understand is that this is a largely transient city. The people that they think of as New Yorkers are not native New Yorkers, and they haven't even been here past 20 years, a lot of them. Most of the people in the city they came here for work, they came here for school, and they've been here for like under 5 years, and then they're going to be moving on. They don't give a shit about this city or anything the city stands for. They're just like, well, I come here with my politics and it's progressive and blah, blah, blah. And I want this, that, and the other thing. And they're not, and you can see this in graphs, actually. The people who have been here the longest are the ones that are more likely to vote Republican and conservative. Mm-hmm. They're the ones that voted for Sliwa. And everybody else is like these young
Giuliani people. Yeah.
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 And it's just, of course, there are the holdouts from like, I know guys from back in the day who can tell me about like the Tompkins Square Park riots in the 80s and everything. And they'll tell me about throwing mattresses off of burning buildings and whatever. And they're still like hardcore Democrats because they're just like brainwashed or whatever. Also, years of drugs will fuck up your brain. So don't do drugs, kids. But, the majority.
This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs.
The majority of the people in the city are not quote unquote New Yorkers. So when people start saying shit like, oh, New York forgot 9/11, I get so fucking angry because I'm like, don't you fucking dare tell us that we forgot 9/11, because those of us that were here for that, what an insult and what a slap in the face. And don't you try to tell me that you know my city better than I do, buddy boy, because like it's shameful. Like I've just been muting and blocking people left and right on Twitter when they come out with stupid takes like that, because I'm like,
well, because it's not the true New Yorkers, it's the people who moved in who didn't experience it, who don't, and they don't have that visceral memory of it. Yeah. I mean, I had moved here less than a year before it happened, and my son was 9 months old, and I saw it on TV, but I had been in the trade towers. I had climbed, been to the top of the trade center so many times when we would go into the city, and it was just like devastating because I knew the impact it was going to have. And my boss here, who we had our own problems because some of the terrorists had come through our hotel casino the week before when they were partying like Muslim men were not supposed to do. So there was a lot of stuff going on there. And my boss told us the time not to talk about it. So people are on vacation. They don't want to hear about this. I'm like, how can you not talk about it? If you don't talk about it, you're going to seem like you're an asshole who's insensitive to this. Because we had
Right.
tourists from New York and New Jersey area, and they're devastated too. They can't get flights home because the flights were backed up. And it's just, we're just supposed to pretend this didn't happen and try to sell them paintings. Like,
Yeah.
hello.
Yeah.
I was in Manhattan
awful.
visiting the month before. So it was
Ooh.
kind of freaky, I was just like, I mean, what if they had done it a month before,
Yeah.
My old boss in New Jersey, her dad had been in the first trade tower bombing, and he luckily survived. He walked down like 60 flights of stairs or something.
Damn.
Was able to get down, but he retired.
Yeah.
He retired the next week. He's like, I'm
done. I'm good.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've been to that city and that area so many times. I knew exactly what was happening where, and it was just hard to watch. So I can't imagine being there, and to think that people that were there would ever forget it is ridiculous.
It's really, really, like, people just don't understand the nature of the city. And I'm sure it's kind of the same story for a lot of major cities. They're very transient places. People move in and out. They move in for work, they move in for school, and then whatever, they're not like native Chicagoans or native New Yorkers or whatever. Well, and it's frustrating because you see people just shit talking New Yorkers, and I'm like, you don't even know what the fucking actual New Yorker is. You're talking about transients. You're talking about college students. You're talking about fucking posers over here. Somebody who is here for like a year and a half and lives in Park Slope on their daddy's trust fund. That's not a New Yorker, sweetie pie. I don't care how many dollar pizza joints they've been to. They're especially not a New Yorker for that. So shut all the way the fuck up. It's so frustrating.
Slow down.
I remember trying to explain to my kids what a big deal this was.
Were they around for it? Were they alive?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, they remember it?
Yeah, they were young. Because my youngest was born in 95, so
that's old enough.
Yeah, he was like first grade, second grade, something like that. And the only thing I could come up with them to explain to them how serious it was is they've closed Disneyland. Because they closed Disneyland, they were afraid that they would do something to Disneyland.
Yeah, you just didn't know.
Everything, yeah.
So
yeah, it was awful. We had performers who I worked the casino. Art gallery was in the casino that was the Aladdin at the time. It's now Planet Hollywood, but it was all Middle Eastern themed. And we had troops of performers who would come through the mall and do performers, and they were mostly Middle Eastern. And these people were getting so much harassment and hate that they had to have security guards go around the mall with them. And then finally they had to stop it because it just wasn't safe for them anymore. And it was just like, don't blame these people. These people had nothing to do with it. You can be angry, you can be mad.
Entertainers.
And one of our artists had gone on the same flight from Boston the day before.
Ooh.
She had gone had coming home from Hawaii, had been in Boston visiting her daughter in college, and she got on the same flight the day before. So that was just like scary.
Yeah. Well, we had the place that I worked, one of the gentlemen, I did not know him, but my boss knew him and worked with him, and he was on one of the flights.
Oh.
And so, that's kind of like, that was,
well, that's one of the, this is one of those earth-shattering events. Like for us, it was the Challenger. Also, I mean, we watched it in school and then just kept going. Like, okay. Yeah. Like there wasn't like it is now where when the events happen and they're like, oh, therapy and blah, blah, blah. It's just, we were just expected to, just
suck it up
go on with our day, suck it up. Yeah. And, we watched this teacher and these other people get blown up, and, we were just supposed to continue on our day. And
yeah, it's a lot.
I was in high school when it happened, 9/11, and we were just watching the TV all day after, like, I think it was like fifth period, and we're just like nobody knew what was going on, and there was footage of like Bin Laden talking, and we're like, none of us knew who this guy was. We're freaking high schoolers. But it was like the entire rest of the day. And I remember when we first found out, somebody came into my social studies class. I think it was like 4th period or whatever. And well, it must have been earlier than that. I forget what period every class was, but she was like, she whispers to the teacher, but like loudly so we could all hear her. And she was like, the Twin Towers just got hit. And my teacher just immediately went, no, they didn't. That didn't happen. She like shoos her out of the classroom. And then, you know, of course, the Pentagon gets hit and shit. And we're just like, what is going on here? Like, you know, it was just. Yeah. So none of us forgot. The people in New York that were in New York when it happened, none of us forgot.
I can imagine.
All right.
You know, you see those people covered in ash and stuff. That was just
The guy jumping out of the freaking Twin Towers, like the falling man, forget about it. Like,
yeah.
It
Okay.
was devastating. Let's change subject though, because
Yes.
now I'm going to get sad because,
Yeah.
you know.
Let's talk happy.
But, let's talk. Okay, before I forget,
sparkles.
Renee Monty's Nest has her Stash Down Bingo going,
Mhm.
and PIK is starting their Knit Against the Machine,
It's the machine.
and Joan has her blanket J-Bam.
J-Bam.
Because hashtag BAM is not something you want to necessarily
Mhm.
see.
No.
Wait, what? Why? What's?
Well,
is
because
it-
I looked at it just to be sure, and
I'm gonna have to go look it up now.
so knit your stuff. I know Expressions Fiber Art is starting their blanket knit along soon, and it's a really pretty. Or crochet? Is it knit or crochet? I think it's knit. Hexagons.
I
it's
don't
knit.
remember.
I think it's knit, but it was really pretty. I watched the video of her showing it off.
but I will
And-
not be making that one, just in case you were wondering.
That's not on Joan's list.
Not on my
So-
list.
So how many more do you have to cast on to be at 26?
4 I have to say.
4.
Okay. Well, when you start coming up with ones you want to do, maybe you can tell us, and then we can all guess which ones you're going to cast on or not.
I can give you the list of the ones I need to cast on.
Notice how she said need to cast on as opposed to
Need.
want to
It's
cast
a need.
Which ones must you cast on immediately?
Yes. Yes. It's a.
Oh my goodness, Lefty Crochet only needs 2 more to make 26, Joan.
I know. See, she's
Wow.
making. She's leaving me in her dust. The flower garden blanket, the camping blanket, peppermint, and the flag.
Yeah, I want to do a flag one.
Mm-hmm. Here, I can show you what all of those look like. So,
Yeah,
How
I'm curious
about we
about the peppermint.
how about we have a vote and everybody tells me what I should do next?
Well,
But
wait
you
till
need
June
to
to do
cast
the flag one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
wait
thinking.
till June to do
flag.
the flag one.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
I'm gonna tell you what you need.
Do what I tell you to do.
Yes, ma'am. Let me see.
Well, she's been asking our opinion about things all episode, so she should,
you
just
know,
keep
I
going with
love
that.
other people's opinions.
I got plenty of them for you.
Let's see. Where's
I had to learn a long time ago to stop asking for people's opinions because ultimately I just do what I want anyway.
Yeah.
Either that or just like put a qualifier and be like, okay, I'm asking for your opinion, but that doesn't mean I'm going to listen.
right. Where
Yeah.
did that one go?
Yeah, Lefty Crochets says that's what happens when you have multiple blanket quantities of yarn.
Mhm.
It's easy to start blankets. I'm
Mhm.
trying to be good. I really want to get this one finished before I can start my other one with Tina's yarn, because
Mhm.
that one I'm not going to want to put down. So I want this one done.
Yeah.
And
You're
I don't
so
wanna mark-
good that you finish stuff before you start other stuff. I'm so
well, I don't
It's off
normally. I
you.
mean, if it's something that I'm making to wear, then I'm more likely to finish it because I want to wear it.
Okay. Why can't I
Other
find-
things, not so much. Plus, that's why I have a lot of hats and cowls, because they only take a few days, and
Mhm.
you get that I finished something feeling.
Yeah.
and then you go back to knitting a blanket that's going to take 6,000 yards of yarn.
Did you guys notice? I took a picture of Pirate on his blanket. That sucker's huge. He found the biggest blanket in the house and claimed it.
He's got good taste.
You can sprawl out.
Oh, he's.
I was watching a video, where they tell you all these different hacks, household hacks, how to clean and all this stuff, and they're like, and here, take your dog's dog bed and throw it in the washer with a Tide Pod. I'm like, isn't that how it's supposed to work? Like, isn't that just laundry? Like, why is that a hack? I'm like, I'm confused.
Okay, so here's the mosaic blanket.
Ooh, I love the
That's
mosaic.
pretty.
Oh wait, it went
That's
away.
pretty.
It went bye-bye.
No, hang on. Where'd it go?
Oh.
I got to find it again. Here it is. Okay,
Ooh,
That's
okay.
really pretty.
and I have the yarn for this.
Sorry, lost my earbud.
So
They don't like my ears.
that's that one. I know I have trouble with that because my, the only small thing on my body is my ears. And
I can relate.
my things come out all the time. Drives me nuts.
I have
Right,
a weird
so-
canal.
Then here's
clip around your ear
Mhm.
here.
there's
That's
the
really
flag
freaking-
one.
I've seen that
I
one.
like
need
that
to do
one.
a flag one, yeah.
And then what were the other two? Isn't that sad? I don't even remember. Oh, the campfire one for camping.
Ooh.
That's a blanket.
Mhm.
That's super
Wow.
cute. I saw that on your podcast last night.
Yeah,
That
that's
is fun.
corner to corner.
Mhm.
And then I don't remember what the the peppermint one. Sad.
Yeah, that's the one I'm curious about.
Oh, I think I know which one it is.
Yeah.
It's
I've
been
been
around forever.
Yeah, I've been wanting to make it forever. And I finally was like, all right, this is it.
That's like a 80s, 90s. Yeah, it's been around for a while. If it's the one I'm thinking of.
Okay. Well, now I gotta find it. Hold, please. That's my favorite thing to say.
Elevator music.
I had it. I thought I had it, but now I don't see it. But that doesn't mean anything. I may have it somewhere else.
Does it look like peppermint swirls, like the Starlight candies?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I think I vaguely know.
Oh, okay, then I know that one.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like the
I'm-
Starlight
that-
Candy.
Yeah, it's been around a while.
So, what does everybody think I should do next?
The camping one.
The camping one.
Yeah, that one is
'Cause
really
your hu-
cool
'cause-
looking.
Because your hubby liked that one.
Mm-hmm. He picked that one actually. Because I was showing him like ones of like camping trailers because we have a trailer because I am too old to sleep on the ground. And I was like, which one do you like? Do you like this or do you like this? And he goes, I like that one. I'm like, all right. And away we go. So I still want to find that other one though. 'Cause I know
You have to find a flag pattern.
I'm sure there's a bunch of them out there. I remember seeing all the leisure arts booklets with flag.
Mhm.
do you
I
want
think
to do
somebody
it
else is doing a
as
flag one.
do you want to do it as a blanket or do you want to do it as a shawl?
No more shawls.
Okay.
Let's
we
rewind.
talked
no
about
more
that earlier.
shawls for a while.
Okay. What is it saying? Oh, on my phone. Okay.
I'm pretty sure I saw somebody on Instagram that was going to do the flag blanket too. I don't know if they're in the chat right now. I don't remember who it was, but it's a totally cool blanket.
Somebody mentioned that there's one that's the wheat stitch.
Yes,
You know,
I
that
still haven't tried that yet.
stitch.
You
Yeah.
know,
To-do list.
I'm about over the wheat stitch. Gotta tell
I
you.
think a lot of people are.
I like it though.
Well, I like it.
I think it would be cool in a flag blanket.
Mm.
Well, yeah, because it can make it a lot of texture.
Well, plus the amber waves of grain kind of thing.
That's
Well,
true too.
Yeah,
Just saying.
it looks like a lot of fun. I
Yeah.
just haven't tried it yet. I know
I
Amy
thought
went on
I
a pumpkin
had-
kick.
I thought I had the peppermint blanket in here, but I do not see it. I'm going to have to find it.
I say do the camping one next. It's super
Okay.
cute with the fire.
Okay.
I want to cast on that anthology blanket that went in the round because I have my mini skeins from 2-3 years ago from Sassy Strings, and they're tonals. So I think it'd look really pretty going from one color throughout. They're like a tonal fade, kind of. I don't know when that'll happen because it'll probably happen after I do Tina's blanket.
Is that
You
the one
crazy
with the, which one is that? Is that the Knit Night one?
No, the birch one.
The birch one, gotcha.
You,
Okay,
you
so let
crazy
me tell
birch.
you, I
You
did
crazy
the,
birch.
I was thinking Birches Be Crazy might be even better. Birches Be Crazy.
Okay, I like that better.
I did the prototype, and then I realized the concept was great, but the execution was not so great. So I'm going to give it another try later.
Oh, I don't want you to have to go so much trouble.
Well, no, it's a good brain teaser because I have to figure out how it's going to make birch bark as it knits up. So I have the concept. It was just that one technique was not working. So I have another technique up my sleeve that I'm going to try, and then I think it'll work. So yeah, I think it'll look really pretty.
I hope so. I'm excited. Your yarn always does. I just think it's great because you don't have to worry about the skeins matching.
Right. No two birch trees are alike.
Exactly.
Birch beer is delicious. That's just making me think
Yes,
of
it
birch
is.
beer now.
I think this is the one I was talking about.
Yep.
Yes, that's the one I was
Yes,
thinking
that's
of.
the one. I remember that when that came out years ago.
It would be really fun if you had like you know how they have like the red and green starlights. If you had like a thin stripe of green just before the white,
Oh yeah.
but not on like everyone, just like on some of them. I think it would be super cool.
Yeah, I thought I had this saved, but apparently not.
Oh no.
Okay, so we've decided you're going to do the camping one.
The council has spoken.
If
Well,
you,
she did say she got the yarn, so
yeah, I did get all the yarn. Let me see. If you want, I will start it on this show. That's what I should do.
Oh, breaking
Work
news.
on I should
breaking knitting news.
Do it,
In the
do it.
knitting news this week.
You saw it here first, folks. Live on Knit Night. Joan starts a blanket.
Shocker. I know everyone is so surprised. All right.
Number 23.
Yes.
23.
And 3 more to go. Yeah.
And it's only February 2nd.
Well, I'm not going to do more than 26 because I'll never finish more than 26.
Aw.
No. We can't be ridiculous. Not more than
No.
26.
That would be crazy.
Let's not be out of control.
I'm just trying to find needle size, and I'm going to go get the needle, and I'm going to start it while you watch me.
Oh my goodness gracious.
That's a
Yeah.
hook.
Whatever.
It's a hook.
Yes, Therese, you are correct.
This is my inspiration picture for my blanket that Teen's doing yarn for me
Yeah,
for.
that's really pretty.
That's pretty.
And you'll have to dye a reddish, orangish, yellowish, reddish for the leaves.
Of course.
You probably already have one. I have to go through your catalog again because I've forgotten some of the colors, and then when I scroll through, it's like, oh, I remember when she
She
did.
does
this
have
color.
one. Oh, but it's speckled.
Well, there's also I haven't released any of the yarns in full size yet for the Advent, so I think there might be like 1 or 2 that could qualify. But If not, I will certainly be happy to make another one because, I kind of like dyeing yarn. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, but you've already got a blue I can use for the sky, so I'm not worried.
So
Yeah, this idea has come in my head, and now I can't get it out of my head, and it's going to be a blanket.
what
And
does
that's it.
you
It's
know
going to
what
have leaves. It's going to have leaves across the bottom, and then the birch trees, and it's all going to be knit in strips, so you don't have to. It's not going to be where you have to do different sections and attach them. It's all going to be done in strips.
Okay.
Hopefully.
So does everyone want me to work on my blanket on knit night?
Yes.
I will only work on this on knit night. What do you
If
think?
that's going to be your knit night blanket.
This will be my knit night blanket.
Even though it's crocheted.
I didn't even think.
Hey, we don't discriminate, okay?
No, we don't.
We're by Craft
We
Jewel
love
here.
all. Yes.
We're by
Oh, you
Stitch
said
Jewel.
that. You've said those words that Craftsnark hates so much.
Good, say it again.
They hate the puns, like hooker and bistitchual, and
Why do they not have a
Because-
sense of humor? What's wrong with these people?
because
Well-
if you say hooker, it demeans sex workers or some such thing. I don't
Oh no, we
understand the
can't do
correlation,
that.
but
Because they're not demeaned at all.
Hang on, I'm gonna get on a train and I'm gonna go to Hunts Point in the Bronx and I'm gonna go apologize to every girl on the street corner there.
please don't.
Okay, we'll wait.
All right.
Sorry, ladies, they were mean to you on knit night. They'll be like, bitch, what?
Here she goes.
She's doing it. She's doing the
What?
thing.
I'm reading the instructions.
Well, that's
Oh.
the first step. You
What?
can't do it without reading the instructions.
I wish we had the ability to put in music for you while you're doing that, but
Tina can
Okay.
sing.
I'm going to make the first block right now. And in case I ever need to know, I'm doing this on a size I hook.
Okay.
okay, people, pay
We'll
attention
remind you
because
if you ever
So-
get lost.
So when I forget, you guys can tell me, okay?
Yep.
well, that someone hopefully you'll remember because I never watch back our episodes, so
Well,
I'll remember because
I-
it's worsted weight.
I
and
do
it's
watch,
that makes sense.
I do watch them back sometimes. So
Well, we know it's not a G or a G plus hook that
no,
she's using.
God, no, no. Me and the G's, we're fighting now.
How is that Timu yarn, Therese? Do you like it?
I like it. It's fine.
Which one is it?
It's cashmere
Ooh.
Okay.
and mohair.
Ooh.
Cashmere.
Yeah.
I
Do you
I have
hear
some of the
pirate-
team. I have the Timu Rowan, or Roa, depending on the label you get.
Right.
Do y'all hear
It all
pirate?
depends. Is he telling you it's time to go?
No, he's out yelling at somebody that's in front of our house. Because how dare they?
How very dare.
At least it's not a gopher.
Yeah, I'm hoping that the gophers tell a friend. Don't go over there. My husband,
Well, I can't tell a friend now, can he, Joan?
my husband actually has professional gopher catching equipment because we had a gopher guy come out and we were paying him so much money. I think he felt sorry for us.
She's married to Bill Murray. Wow, that's cool.
I've got to watch that movie again. I haven't
he
watched it in a while.
It's the
he
day for it.
the guy told him, do not get the gopher traps from Home Depot. They're not good. And because we were paying like $400 and $500 at a time, they were charging us $40 a gopher.
Dude.
So the guy felt sorry for my husband and taught him how to kill the gophers. So,
Explosives.
anyway,
Worked for Bill Murray.
so he bought professional gopher catching We also have a problem. We have had in the past a problem with possums coming into our house, although we do think that our boxer was encouraging them to come in with him.
Oh no.
Look,
And-
Ma, I brought a friend.
You know, I grew up in Louisiana. Never once had a possum in the house. Never. We've had like 3 or 4 possums in this house.
Oh my god.
Maybe they followed you from Louisiana,
I don't know, but
like
my,
the shark in Jaws 4, where it
You know,
follows the lady to Jamaica.
we had, you know, the wildlife people, you know, animal control come out the first and second time. And after that, they were like, you need to learn how to deal with this on your own.
That's your
So-
job, people.
I know. So
Do you not want my money? Like,
my
Yeah,
husband,
I'd be very
one-
confused by that.
my husband at one time said these words to my son, and I just about cracked up laughing because he said, all right, go get the gopher bucket and my gopher gloves. Not gopher. Possum. Go get my possum bucket. And I was like, what alternate reality am I in? Because I live in California. That's not what you think of when
Probably-
you think of possums.
Probably the 4 possums that live in California all ended up in Joan's house.
I'm sure they did. They're like, well, she's from Louisiana. She'll understand. So anyway. All right. The camping blanket is started.
Yay.
Yay!
I'll adhere first.
woo!
So
Fireworks.
Yay.
At least we all didn't have to start a new blanket, because that would have been stressful. Not that I don't have plenty to start, but it would be stressful because then I'd be looking at the other one thinking I was cheating on it. Because, you know.
all of my blankets, they just understand. They're part of the harem.
Wow.
Oh, I found some other fabric too for the dog lovers. I'm not going to use this, but I think it's neat. Look,
Aw, that's
Aw.
so cute.
It's really cute.
for the
Oh,
lab
nice.
lovers out there. So,
Yeah. Yarn motivated skunks are not fun. I'm glad they are not in your house.
Ugh.
we do have to watch. We have a skunk that lives in the drain across the street. And so,
Like Pennywise the clown.
yes, exactly.
I would name him Pennywise, yeah.
So we have to make sure that Mr. Pirate does not go out and aggravate Mr. Skunk. So,
Better stock up on tomato juice just in case.
Yeah.
yeah, because
Oh,
you know,
good.
Buy a few cans and just keep them in your garage.
yeah,
Mhm.
We used to have raccoons when we lived in New Jersey. We had a hollowed out tree that had gotten hit by lightning, and every year the mama raccoon would
mhm.
have her babies up there, and she would leave them up there in the tree at night while she went and did her food hunting. And then in the morning she'd bring back whatever food she could get, and then she'd lay across one of the limbs for a few hours just taking a nap
Mama's
Yeah.
little pirate.
I have a
Raccoon
friend who
like
lives
5
in-
years. For
I
like
have a
5
friend-
years she came back to the same tree in which with her
Wow.
pups, or I
Those are
forget what you call
faithful.
baby raccoons. And then one of them fell out of a tree one year, one of the babies,
Oh,
and my
geez.
mom was yelling at us not to go anywhere near so that we wouldn't put our scent on it. And the mom must have realized, because she just stomped down the tree, grabbed that baby, yanked him
Mhm.
back up the tree, and put him in the hole. Like,
Where do you think you're going?
yeah. One day we actually had the raccoons were out on the limb. We had deer and a wild turkey in our yard all at the same time. And this was in this was in the residential neighborhood in New Jersey. We weren't out in the boonies. We were
I know. I mean, I lived out in the boonies in Louisiana. I mean, literally, I was out in the boonies. My closest neighbor was like a block away. So,
I have a friend in Jersey now who he doesn't live in the boonies. He's in like a pretty suburban neighborhood, And it's really funny because he actually played guitar for Bill Ward from Black Sabbath for like 8 years. So he's like, he's a really good guitar player. He was in Hollywood for a long time, but he's like stray cat and raccoon daddy #1 now. And he's just constantly sending me videos of like, he's named her Raquel the raccoon. She had babies last year. He just keeps sending me videos from his security cameras of like her coming up onto his porch. And now he's adopted like I don't know how many freaking stray cats, and they all have names. And it's like it's Binky and I forget the other names. And I'm like, I can't keep up with all these names. I don't know who this rotating cast of characters is on your porch. And now he's got like a freaking like a cat hotel on his porch, so it's like heated and there's like food inside.
Oh wow.
He just keeps sending me videos of like cats and raccoons all over his porch. And I'm just like,
I would love to have a cat. I would have a cat in a minute, but I cannot have one. I am so allergic that a kitty cat put me in the hospital.
oh.
We
Well, God
when
just
we
sends
lived
her
in New
love
Jersey,
anyway.
none of us had ever seen a wild turkey because they weren't,
Mhm.
you know, in the part of North Carolina I grew up, we didn't have wild turkeys. And my mom was walking down the stairs one day in the front of our house, and there's windows by the front door where the porch is, and she happened to glance out the window, and there's a wild turkey sitting on the porch. And so she followed it around with a VHS camera for a while until finally. But she started yelling. Because there was wild turkey. We also had bats in our house occasionally. My dad got one. My dad got one with a tennis racket when we were really little.
Oh yeah.
Because it was flying around the inside of the house, and my mom was mad and scared, and all the kids were put in a bedroom and told to stay there, and he got it with he came in and got his tennis racket, whacked it. And the other one, my mom woke up and she went to look out the window, and there was a bat on the screen, on the inside of the screen. And she shut the window. My dad had to get the ladder and go out the outside and take the screen off so that the bat could fly away. Isn't that fun when you're sitting there and all of a sudden it's flying through your room?
I was terrified of bats for years, but I'm actually considering getting a bat house and putting it on our shed or on the tree next to the shed because the mosquitoes are so bad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, we might have to
You're
trade
good for that.
Yeah.
And maybe they'll nose bomb your neighbors when they're playing music too loud.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a thing that they do? Because I've got this neighbor next door. He's like a young kid. He comes home. Now, the thing is, like, you know how city blocks work? There's like the inside of the block, which is where the back of everybody's building is. So he will drive his car into the alleyway, and then he will stop it. They have like what used to be the old carriage houses are now like garages for a lot of people. So he'll stop his car. He will crank up the music, whatever bullshit he's listening to, open the door, and then walk very slowly to the garage like he's the main character in a movie. And he'll open the door. And then sometimes he'll put his phone on the crossbeam of the fucking door, and he'll take pictures of himself in front of his car while his music is blasting. And I'm just sitting there like, you know, the entire freaking block can hear you, number one. We can all look out our windows and see you doing this
He's
shit.
an influencer.
Oh my God.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that word.
Oh God.
I
it's
hate
so
that word.
Terrible.
Can you
It's
tell?
so loud. It's so loud to the point where, like, if the TV is like 8 feet in front of me, I can't hear the TV properly because it's so freaking loud. I'm like, what the hell?
Lefty Crochet is correct about my needle. My
Not just an eye hook, but a Clover Soft Touch size eye.
exactly.
I don't.
Good eye there.
I don't like to use the crochet hooks that have the padding on them.
I don't either.
I just used a regular boy, you know.
Oh, see. Yeah.
I have
have
way
wooden
wrong,
ones.
so I don't think I even hold it down on the handle. It's more like
There's
I kinda hold it
There's
close
no
to
right or wrong.
Yeah,
There's no right or wrong. I learned that because I had a lady yell who saw me crocheting in public when I was younger and told me I was doing it wrong. And I was like, well, it seems to be working. And I was the right hand person who learned from two lefties.
Yeah.
So I just thought I was doing great because I could actually crochet because, it was a little hard to learn.
Mhm.
But yeah, she went on a whole tirade about that. You're not supposed to hold a hook like knife. You're supposed to hold it like this and crochet like this. I'm like, that's fine for you, but that's not how I do it.
Right.
So there's no right or wrong, whatever works for you.
I'll give you a little information about that because I crocheted like this for years, like with the fork. Sorry. They say this is like a fork, this is like a knife. And the reason why I use the knife hold mostly now is because holding it like a fork hurt my shoulder so bad. So I started doing it like a knife, and it was like, hey, I can crochet again.
Well, it's less motion of your hands,
right.
Like you're not twisting as much,
Mhm.
and you're not tensing up your other arm as much.
I don't even. I have a pen right now. I don't. The crochet hook doesn't even touch my palm. I hold it.
No, it's
with
just the first three
just
fingers.
real light with my fingers. Yeah.
And so when I taught myself to knit from YouTube, Continental worked because I could hold the needle like I held the crochet hook. And then when I learned how Norwegian purl, it was like, okay, now I don't even have to flip the yarn back and forth. So this is even better. I think it's easier to learn to knit from crocheting than it is to learn to crochet from knitting.
Yeah. Well, for years I did knitting English style. And, I didn't do the flick or whatever. I did the stop, wrap it around, and then do it.
That's what I do, but I don't do it that slow. Like,
and then I heard about Continental, and I was like, I did that, yeah, because I've been a crocheter since I was 10 years old,
right.
And so Continental was like amazing to me.
Well, I think, people should use what works for them, and they shouldn't tell other people that it's wrong. Because some people love Continental, some people hate it. That's fine. Use what works for you.
Right.
I can't do the one where I wrap it around with my finger because my finger just will not do that motion.
Okay.
Like when I do 2-color, I have to stop and wrap it if I'm doing them in 2 hands because my finger just will not make it. I can't make it go around the needle right for some reason. So Continental is my normal, and then I fudge it when I'm doing 2-color.
I say do whatever what works for you.
I can do Continental, but it's super, super slow. And I know it takes practice. But at this advanced age, I'm just going to...
do whatever works for you.
Do what you want.
But I hate seeing videos where they tell people, new people, oh, no, you should do it this way. Or no, you should learn Continental. Well, if that's not what works for them, let them work, It's like I was talking to Therese earlier that, we might start something where people can email us tips, their favorite tips about crafts, and we'll talk about them. And
Actual
one of my big
facts,
thing is
not put your dog bed with some soap in the washing machine.
No, but one of my big ones is don't just watch one tutorial on something, because you might be able to get it to finish a project, but you don't always realize that there's other tutorials that might work better for you, and there's different ways of doing things. And a lot of techniques that I've learned, and I learned from one tutorial, I've seen other tutorials now, and it's like, I wish I had seen this one too, because it would have been so much easier.
Yep.
And don't use Fairy Pink Knit tutorials.
No. She's off our list right now.
Yes.
Well, she's on.
She doesn't want us.
Those.
Well, she doesn't want us, so
Yeah.
we shouldn't give her any.
Way back in the
other
day,
great.
Yeah.
There's other great tutorials. My niece has started knitting.
Mhm.
She knitted a little years ago, and she's taught herself again, and now she's making hats, and I'm so proud of her.
Good job.
Because she did it. She learned all herself, and
Mhm.
I sent her some short tip needles, which she thought was the greatest thing ever. Because she was using needles that didn't work in the round very easily. I don't know how she was doing it. They were too long, but they weren't long enough to be doubling up. And so I saw her the Saturday, and she was just so excited. And she's like, "How hard are knitting socks?" I'm like, "Well, they're not hard. It's knitting a tube. It's just the heel and toe. So you just need to decide, do you want to go from the bottom up or the top down?"
No.
And I said, let me know when you want to start, because I'll tell you, what kind of needles and what kind of tutorials to go to, so you can, avoid the ones that make things overly complicated, because you can always learn more complicated techniques, but I think sometimes some of the tutorials, and they're great, they're free, so I'm not knocking them, but just the way some people learn visually, they learn visually better from different styles. So it's not the tutorials are bad necessarily, it's just they don't always work with everybody's brain.
Right.
But now she wants to knit socks, so I'm very excited for her. She's
Yay.
knitting hats and doing cut, and I told her about tubular crochet because I showed her the hat I was working on, and or not tubular cast on
Yes.
for hats. And so now she's like, and what tutorial do I watch for this one? I'm like, watch the 10 rows a day lady, because you don't have to use scrap yarn, you do it all on one needle. And because I watched a whole bunch of tutorials to learn how to do that, and everyone was different, and everyone said it was the best way to do it, and you had scrap yarn or this, and then I watched her, and I'm like, oh, I don't have to have scrap yarn, I can do it all on one needle. That works for me.
Which one was that?
10 rows a day. She has a lot of really good tutorials,
Okay.
and just she uses bright yarn with big needles or big hooks, so it's really easy to see what she's talking about. Because sometimes I know people mean well when they do a tutorial, but the yarn's tiny and the needles are tiny and they don't have lighting, and it's like you can't see anything, and then they add music, and it's
what's with the music?
Mhm.
And I know it's difficult to make them, so more props to them for putting the effort in. I'm not knocking them, just they don't always work for everybody.
The
I'm
only
gonna go
thing
ahead
I
and confess, I actually do crochet wrong because I'm a lefty and I learned from a righty, and I remember her looking, and she's looking at me and she can't figure out what I'm doing, but it's working because I'm making stitches, so she's like totally fine. She's like, all right, cool. So I crochet for years from like the age of 11 until like 21. And then I decide, hey, cool, Ravelry exists. I'm going to try tapestry crochet. I didn't know this was a thing. I'm going to try it. So I start trying it, and I'm like, I'm doing it, but it's not coming out right. Like, what's going on here? And I realized this entire time I've been putting my hook in the back of the stitch and not the front of the stitch. And that's why everything's all fucked up. So
I did that too for a long time. I did it in the front of the stitch and not both. You know how you go in both?
You only went in one leg of the V?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Well, I just went completely in the back of the stitch. So like everything is just backwards. So I'm trying to do tapestry crochet, and I'm like,
a lot of people do that now. A lot of times on my first row, I will put it in that back loop behind the V
to make a sturdier edge. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sherry, I think she's Russian, but she's very sweet, and I've learned a lot from her. It just cracks me up sometimes because you say this is the best way to do this, and there's 50 videos out there, and each one's different, and then I find one way that I like that works the best for me, and I'm like, well, that's my way to do the best, because like doing jogless stripes, I found the best way that works for me for jogless stripes, and it's different from every other tutorial I've seen, but it works so smoothly, and you do not see the row. And I'm like, I wish I had known this like 10 striped projects ago.
Yeah.
It would have been great.
Tina, by the way, I'm a lefty too. I'm left-handed.
Lefties unite.
Well, I'm sorry, go ahead, Liz.
I learned from lefties.
Yeah.
Does that count?
Well, I learned from righties, so that's why I crochet right-handed.
You actually hold the hook in your right hand. Oh my goodness.
Mama.
Yeah. I could not do that. I was sitting there and I'm mirroring her, and I'm like, okay. And she's like, okay, you're making stitches. Yeah. It's working. You're doing it. But she's like, but it looks weird. I was like, okay, well, as long as I'm doing it, right? Like,
I was the opposite. I learned from my lefty grandma and my lefty dad, because she had 3 sons and she wanted them to know how to do things since she did not have a daughter. So they learned how to cook. And my dad learned how to crochet. And so he can make granny squares and make shapes. So he helped me when my grandma wasn't around. But he didn't know any of the terms or the techniques, and he couldn't read a pattern. He just knew how to make, because he was an engineer, he knew granny squares, so he knew how to, do the math to make shapes.
Speaking of granny squares, I have the set.
Oh, you got it. Yay.
So I've had this forever and I haven't looked at it yet, but when I finally do a blanket, it's going to be a patriotic blanket, and I'm hoping it's going to be a sparkly patriotic blanket, and it's going to be something from here. I don't know what I'm going to do.
This is one of your squares that's in it.
Oh,
I have that too. That's what I'm using to pick my weekly squares out of.
I don't have that box, but I have a couple books of 300 granny square patterns. You know.
well, that came from Temu, so
Hey, why not?
I got it. I ordered it. It hasn't come yet. When I saw Jones, I'm like, I think I've seen that on Temu.
Yeah. Well, the thing that I will tell you guys is do not pay full price for it.
No.
Because
Well, that's why I did, because your video said not to, so that's why I did.
here's this square. This is my next square. All it is half double crochets. It's like, really? You had to
easy
make a
peasy lemon
you had to
squeezy.
make a
That's like
thing for that.
you don't need
Yeah.
a pattern for that.
So,
Right.
so that's why I say it's cute. I like it. Don't pay full price for it. So there.
There's a lot of stuff. I got the blocking pegboard for
Mhm.
squares off of Temu.
I've been looking at that.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's exactly like you would get, you know. It's quality. It's not trashy.
Well, because if you look, some of these businesses that are selling these things, I think that's where they're getting them from too,
Mhm.
because they're like the exact same thing,
Mhm.
you know. But I don't know. I've gotten appliances from there, and they've been very nice, and they were the same brands that I could have ordered the same thing from Amazon. So I ordered a little pizza oven the other day. So I'm very
Ooh.
excited for that, because it's like a 12-inch pizza oven. You can do frozen pizzas. You could do your own pizzas. It just sits on the counter. It's $30. Goes up to 800 degrees. So I don't know how good it is, but I'm going to try it, because I have, oh,
What is he barking at?
Reese, you are shaking like crazy.
No, I'm not.
You're shaking. That's
I'm not
crazy.
shaking.
It's like you're shimmering in and out of.
No.
That's weird. Oh, that's weird.
Oh, I dropped it.
We lost the Queen of Yarnia and the Queen of Blankets. They both ran away.
You're like, we're out of here.
Where did they go? Oh, I got my Forbidden Fiber mystery pack, but it's in the car.
Yay.
Yay. She has such pretty yarn too.
Does.
So many people have pretty yarn.
That's nice.
Sorry, no offense, Tina. So many people have pretty yarn. It's like, ooh, I really like that
Only
color.
one.
Not the
I'm
only.
working with Temu yarn right now, and I think it's pretty. So trust me, I don't judge.
I love that. Is it soft? Is it like it's not like Red Heart?
No, it's definitely not like Red Heart. It's like it's what they keep calling it milk fiber. I don't know. I don't understand what they mean by milk fiber. But
It's
Yeah.
because it's I can't remember what the
cable
term was.
too,
I had
think.
read
It's
about.
like- It's kind of like the I have the Valkyrie base, which I've been thinking of discontinuing because nobody buys it. But it's like it's a worsted weight, but the plies are not. They're cabled, so it's like they're twisted one way and then they're twisted the other way.
Mhm.
So it's interesting looking, but I mean this is just very soft. It's very lovely.
Mhm.
Thank you for
Okay.
taking care. He
It's
thinks
very
he's
bright. It's very bright and pretty.
Yeah,
Kurt thinks he's neighborhood watch.
Oh.
I believe in him. He can be whatever he wants to be.
Yes, he is. He's such a
Watches out for
character.
gophers.
I hope you guys don't get tired of me talking about him.
Of
No,
course not. He's part of the family.
He's my little baby.
I got excited because my grocery store put up a sign that you can only bring actual service dogs into the grocery store now instead of everybody's
that's
emotional support pet.
wonderful.
So that was nice. Yeah, I will, Sherry. It's supposed to be able to do frozen and fresh pizza. So
Yeah.
I saw someone on one of the chefs on YouTube that I watched. He had one. I'm like, well, he had one that looked just like it, but I'm sure he paid a lot more money for it because I doubt he got his off. But I thought for $30 I would see if it worked because
Yeah, I want to
it'd
know.
be cheaper than buying or ordering pizza.
Because ideally, like homemade pizza is supposed to be. I do mine in toaster oven. It only goes up to 450 degrees. That's not
Yeah.
high enough for pizza. So I've been
No.
making like a focaccia pizza, which David likes. I prefer more of a pizza crust, but I just can't get the oven high enough.
Yeah, was the reason why, because my oven, it takes forever to get super hot. And then and yesterday I thought it broke, and so I turned it on and it was stuck on preheat for half an hour. I'm like, oh crap. And then I'm like, okay. So I turned it off and then I turned it back on again. And suddenly the temperature started going up. I'm like, I don't know what was wrong before, but I'm grateful that it's working now, because I was trying to figure out what that would entail to get it fixed, because it's old. I like pizza. You can make it healthier if you do it yourself, because you can control what sauces, and you can do all different things and experiment. And so I thought
I control the flour. I use the 00 flour from Italy.
Mm-hmm. That's what I use.
But it's better for you.
It's worth it for pizza.
It's not American pesticide laden wheat.
No, but it's also makes a better, smoother crust.
Mm-hmm.
I got one of those from Temu because I had a $5 credit. One of those omelet pans that it's just like a little frying pan, and it has a lid that flips over that's the same. So it's like, and I figured for $5, what the heck? And it made really good omelets. It really did, because you throw all your ingredients in, you let it cook, and then you flip it over and let it cook on the other side, and it just slides right out, and you don't have to worry about folding your omelet or flipping it. It was pretty darn good for a $5 pan. I was like, because I figured if it wasn't good, then I would, use it for something else or toss it. But it actually worked, so I was impressed. I got into looking for other appliances because my son moved and he had to buy appliances. So it was kind of like started looking at different things. But I really wanted the pizza oven because I want to do more pizza at home.
Yep.
You have yet to delve into Temu.
There's some pretty good stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're getting specific things, then it's pretty much okay. They'll inundate you with messages and offers.
God, yeah. Oh God, that part is so annoying.
The emails.
But I did get my e-reader for a penny though, because I had bought enough stuff to qualify. So that was nice because it was $200, but a penny was much nicer.
Yeah.
I think so.
And I have got some of the yarn, but I haven't got the kind Therese got. I got the Roa, Merino, Rowan, depends on which label. But it's really soft. It's really nice and soft and works up really well.
This is all nice. This is the cashmere. I've also got some alpaca. And what else? Got some different ones. David's gotten me some. What?
Nimble Needles did a review where if he could make a hat with $5, including buying the needles. And he didn't want to admit he actually liked the yarn, that it wasn't as bad. He loved the needles. He absolutely loved the needles. His $1.25 needles.
Yep.
But then he got into the whole controversy whether it's good for the environment and that kind of stuff. And I get that, but China gets their wool from Australia, so it actually is real wool.
Right.
So it's not like, if you don't buy it, then they're not going to buy it from the farmers who sell it. And then, yes, buying local is great and all, but sometimes people's budgets don't always allow for that. And, people in China should get to eat too.
That's one way to look at it.
Well, I mean, if they've got a business where, they're getting wool from a country and they're producing it and dyeing it, well, then, somebody should buy it.
Yep. The thing is, too, if you're going to start virtue signaling about the environment, well, let's talk about the environment that's being impacted, and that's the environment in China. And if you don't buy it, well, are you personally going to impact environmental policies in China because you didn't buy from Temu? Like, no, that's a whole big mess that has nothing to do with you buying from Temu. Like, everybody in the world could boycott Temu, and it's not going to make a difference about how they do their environmental policies in China. So stuff it, boy.
Yeah, and if you can get affordable stuff, like it's great yarn to buy for blankets and stuff. Because you can get a lot and make a decent sized blanket without going broke.
I'm making a sweater. I mean,
or making a sweater, yeah.
Making a sweater, yes.
They're both.
Oh, let me see.
It just,
Tina.
It's so fun.
You'll be able to see it a mile away,
Fun.
Yeah. When she's wearing it, she's gonna be
Because there's
noticeable.
this too. So
especially in
it's like
winter. Yeah.
holographic sparklies. Which, by the way, okay, I need to tattle on Groucho right now because Groucho also has a thing for holographic sparklies, but Groucho's thing is that she likes to put her mouth on holographic sparklies. So I have been purposefully keeping this away from her. I've had it on the plastic box that is actually serving as an end table for me right now, which my laptop is on. So it's very high off the ground. She doesn't go up here ever, except when she sees the holographic sparklies. So last week, I'm in the kitchen and my roommate comes home and he walks through the door and he goes, "What are you chewing?" And I look over. I go, "She just meowed at me. She knows I'm talking about her."
Oh, no.
So I look in from the kitchen and I was like, "She was just eating. What are you talking about?" And he goes, "No, she's chewing
your
on
yarn."
So I got into the living room. She had
Oh, no.
literally been on top of the box just munching on my Lurex. And I'm like, "What are you doing?"
You need to get her a holographic toy.
Well,
So she's
she actually
distracted.
she does have so the metallic strips, but please put your butthole away. We're this is a family show. Okay, like please do not. Okay, thank you. She has it's like a cutout neckline from a shirt, and then the metallic strips from the envelopes when I package orders, there's like a bunch of those tied on it and they're really crinkly and crunchy. So she has that. So I think that when she sees the Lurex, she's like, "Oh, that's like my favorite toy and I have to eat it." So, it's so bad. She's horrible. She's a repeat offender too. It's not just this silver Lurex. She's actually done it with another sweater I was working on that had blue Lurex. So I'm like, "Man, girl, you got to get your shit together."
I
Tina,
think she'd realize it's not tasty by now.
It's just crunchy. That's the most
The
important
noise. Yeah, the feeling.
Tina, bad pets make good stories.
thing. They do. Yes, I could write a book about her. Nobody would believe it. This poor girl. I mean, when I found her on the street, she was 4 months old and she was a kitten, and she was running after like crinkly, crunchy newspapers that were just flying around in the street. And if I didn't save her, she probably would have been hit by a car because she was just like, "Crunchy, crinkly, I'm just gonna run all over the place and chase everything." So
Oh my goodness.
yeah, not the brightest bulb on the tree, but we love her anyway.
When we had my cat Jack, there were a number of occasions where I would come out or down the steps or out, and there would be yarn everywhere.
Oh no.
Everywhere around the table, looking like you're in the CIA and you have to go through, the bank vault with your spy stuff on. Like, yeah, too many times.
There's something about it that
Lulu
distracts
a few
them.
times. Lulu learned really fast not to do that. I remember one day in the old apartment when I was still living with my ex, she had somehow gotten a bowl of yarn, and I'm telling you, this was like under 5 minutes. I don't know how the hell she did this. In 5 minutes, she had the yarn wrapped around the coffee table, the couch, the entertainment unit. I don't even know what the hell she did.
Yep.
And I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, well, I could just untangle this really fast, right? Like just follow the path. No, she defied physics. I literally, she teleported that yarn.
My niece did that. My niece did that. She lived with us when she was a baby, and I was at work, and my mom realized she had not heard from her in a little bit. She's about 2, and
Silence
she was behind
is a bad sign.
Yeah, she was behind the chair that you'd sit in and crochet, and she had undone an entire skein.
Oh no!
She was helping me because she would see me pull it out of the skein when I was crocheting. So she decided to help me, and then she had started in on the second one when my mom finally got her. I was like, "Thank you so much for helping me. I don't need your help anymore."
You've helped enough for the next 10 lifetimes.
Yes.
Hart used to come in my room and steal my ball bands.
He would like Tina's. They're sparkly.
Right.
Yes. I actually one of my customers has a daughter who really loves the sparkly bands, so sometimes I include like little scraps when I send her a package so she can make jewelry out of them. It's so adorable.
Have you
I mean, I'm
decided
not
which
gonna-
colors from your advent you're going to make full skeins?
All of them.
All of them?
Oh,
Okay, cool.
no.
I just have to
Now
get
I have to go
started
back
on
and
it.
look again.
No.
Well, no rush. Now I have to go back and look because I liked a lot of them when I was working. with
Yeah,
them.
me too.
They're super pretty. And just
There's some that are sports ball colors.
Mhm.
Who's everybody picking tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Yeah, tomorrow night's the
Oh,
NFC
the
game.
flag football pansy
Mhm.
game.
I'm not picking anybody.
That
Wait, is
nobody
I can
goes
barely
to
pick-
because they don't want to get hurt.
Joan, you made us pick Pro Bowl. We never even did that before. Now you're throwing flag
That's what I'm
football in there,
talking
really?
about. No, I'm talking about Pro Bowl. They
It's
didn't
flag
do it on
football.
Sunday. They're doing it on Tuesday.
NFC, I guess, because why not? My team's in the NFC, even though they didn't make the playoffs.
Mhm.
I watched this thing on Dick Butkus the other day, and one of his teammates had said the best thing I think it could say about his coworker. He said, "I pray every night that they don't trade him because I don't want to go against him." Because he was so brutal and mean.
Mhm. Baseball's
Sometimes-
happening.
Do we know who's going to the Super Bowl yet? I don't follow
Yeah,
sports.
we
Yeah.
know. Yes, we know.
Yeah,
Who's
yes,
going?
we know. Seahawks and Patriots.
Oh, okay. So I guess by default I'm Team Patriots.
Arr.
I don't pick Patriots. I'm a Giants fan. I never pick the Patriots unless I'm picking because I need them to win in our. I pick them when I need them to win for our sports ball. I don't pick them personally wanting them to win.
Ugh,
There's a
no.
difference. My son's happy because they have a coach now, though. He's
Mhm.
very happy.
I don't want them to
looks
win
like-
because then they'll get to number 7 before we do.
Yeah, that would be bad.
And they cheated.
Yep.
What's number
Well,
7?
they got caught cheating. I'm
Seven
sure
Super
other
Bowl.
teams cheated too. Unfortunately,
What's that?
they got caught cheating. I'm sure other teams were doing the same thing. They just
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
get caught.
Well, don't be stupid.
Everybody cheats, I'm sure, in that game.
Yeah. Well,
It's just as long as you don't get caught, then it's okay.
Right.
I'm
Well-
just hoping that Drew Brees gets into the Hall of Fame this time.
Hmm.
He's up for the Hall of Fame, so
He should.
yeah.
yes.
I'm still shocked about Belichick because
Hmm.
I would have thought he would made a first round. But
Yeah, well,
Spygate kept him out.
yeah.
Mhm.
But they
Probably
voted
next
Kraft. But they voted Kraft in. He was the owner. You think he
And
didn't know
he's
what was going
he's
on?
a degenerate.
I know.
Was he on Epstein's Island?
Well, close. He went to massage parlors and had happy endings.
Oh, delightful.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought
Did you see
funny.
the court case with Moore, Therese, in front of Judge Simpson?
No,
The
you told me
Michigan
not to
guy,
watch
that's
it,
gonna-
I'm not watching it.
No, not that one. No, the Michigan coach. Samora
No, I
Moore or
didn't
whatever.
see
his
that
name.
one.
Yeah. He had his arraignment. That's going to be a doozy of a case. His lawyer is going to fight tooth and nail everything.
Oh
I
boy.
could see the judge. Yeah. No, the other one I was watching, and all of a sudden, the person who had done the video said, "Just forewarned, this is going to happen, and you're going to see it." And I'm like, "Oh, I did not expect to see people having sex on a Zoom call for court, but there it is." And the judge called the woman out, and she's just like shocked. She's like, "No, I didn't." Judge, like, we all saw. Yeah. Like Zoom court, really, that's the place to do it, in front of the camera.
Oh my god.
Like,
That's like a Jeffrey Toobin move.
well, there were different acts being done, I should
Oh
say.
my- Oh my goodness, it was like a circus.
Hi, Groucho.
Well, first it was just a hand moving, and you could see the shadow of what it was moving on, and then it
It was
progressed
just a
from
hand
there.
exercise.
Yeah, it progressed from there to a mouth, and then later on, full body. I'm like, do they not realize the camera's on, or do they just don't care? Like, you really, this is the judge who's going to determine whether or not you go to jail. Like, do you think maybe this would not be the time and place that you would engage in these kind of activities?
They just did like I did and didn't shut off the camera when I just go out and walk away.
Yeah. Judge is like, your next hearing will be in person, you think?
And please don't repeat your acts in person. My God.
And please keep
no.
your clothes on.
No, Mr. Allen will make sure that doesn't happen. He's on top of things. The bailiff. He's half the reason to watch that judge's cases, because the bailiff is a very nice looking man. But it was just like, I'm like, they can't be serious. That's not going to happen. And then I'm like, oh crap, it did. And you could see the other people who were on the Zoom watch were just like shocked. We're just like,
Is this actually happening?
and the judge is just sitting there, like, you know how he sits there, like, when he's getting angry, but he's trying not to show it.
He's amazing.
Like,
Michigan,
yeah.
do better.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I thought the worst I had seen before were people doing their makeup or laying in bed or, braiding their hair, weird stuff. And like with one judge, just like, are you in bed? Are you in bed? Well, it's the only place that I could do. From bed? Really? In your underwear? Do you think I want to see this on the camera? Do you think YouTube wants to see this on the camera? So, but yeah. So they're fun to knit through.
I watched a video of, video court, and they found out that the guy who was abusing the girl was in the same apartment on a different phone.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I saw that one.
Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah.
That was bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I saw one where the woman had taken the kid when the dad was supposed to have custody, and she wouldn't give him back. And the judge had the marshals show up to her where she was during the Zoom to take the child because she was crazy. And it was insane because everyone else knew what was going on because the judge had, I'll be back in a minute. She was organizing this whole thing. And then the woman just going on and on about how evil the man was, though the man had showed a video where she was beating him. And door knocks, and she was totally clueless that it was the marshals that were coming to arrest her. It's like, I don't understand why people do not realize things.
What I've realized over the years is that courts tend to side with the moms unnecessarily for so many reasons. So if you see a mom that's losing her kids, she's really 10 different.
Well,
she's really
and it's unfortunate because when the women don't pay child support, they don't get sent to jail like the men do. Like they get so many extra chances and so many, when the father has the kids and she's supposed to pay. And it just aggravates me because that's your child.
Yeah.
They need to eat even when you don't have money. You need to find a way to get money because they need to
figure
eat
it
every
out.
day. They need, some of these horrible moms, like one, she's like, well, I said I didn't want to have custody of them anymore. I'm signing my rights away because I don't want to pay. Like, wow. She's like, I could care less. I don't want them anymore. I hope the kids don't see this court case because that would be horrific for the children.
I cannot imagine. I would fight tooth and nail for my kids.
Yeah, I don't get it. And then between that and the teachers who are running amok in schools, my niece is a student teaching now. She's subbing, and she was shocked because she worked in one of the facilities with special needs kids, like they would send them to, and behavioral issues and stuff. And it got very violent. She got beaten a couple times, and that's why she left. So when she was getting her intro to the teaching, she thought, they tell her about the physics, be careful, because kids are violent. No, that was more about don't interact with your students. Don't give them any of your personal information. Don't do this. Don't do that. And she's like, but that's common sense. And her trainer's like, no, unfortunately, it's not.
No, it's not.
And I figured out, because they keep saying, is this something new? And I thought when we were kids, we were running around the neighborhood all the time. There was never a chance very much for a teacher to have that kind of interaction with us.
Yeah, no.
And then when there were cell phones, we paid by the message. So if you were getting 25,000 text messages, your parents would be up in the air about why, because they had to pay for them. They would have caught on way sooner that something was going on. But now that information and connection is so easy and free, kids can be groomed 24 hours a day by these people. If the parents aren't on top of it, they have access 24 hours a day, where before they didn't. And I think that's why it's more prevalent now, because it's just insane. I don't understand the attraction of 11 and 12-year-old children.
No.
No.
That just, and then what's worse, I don't know what's worse is the person who is participating or their spouses and family who support them. I'm sorry.
Oh God, no, that's horrible. What the fuck?
These husbands who are staying with their wives after these things just blow my mind.
No, that's so bad. What are you doing, buddy? No.
It's gross.
Oh my God.
Gross. It's just gross.
I mean, I'm 40 and I cannot imagine myself with a 30-year-old man, because that just seems weird to me. Okay, you're 30, you're obviously a grown-ass adult, but we don't have the same experiences, and you're younger than me. And especially now in the last, let's say 40 years since I was born, there's been so many different technological shifts and cultural shifts that I feel like in this day and age, a 40-year-old and a 30-year-old have far less in common than maybe a 40 and a 30-year-old would have had 50 years ago,
Yeah.
Right.
So it's I can't even imagine trying to relate to a 30-year-old man at this point.
Let alone a child.
Yeah. And I don't know your slang, and I don't know your shows and your culture.
I can see it if it's a 22-year-old teacher. I can see if it's a 22-year-old teacher and an 18-year-old student. I don't condone it because the teacher's in a position of power and they shouldn't be interacting. But I could see where you could be attracted because you're so close in age.
More sense. Yeah.
It makes more sense because you're probably listening to a lot of the same music, watching the same show. But when it's these 40-something-year-old teachers, and this one woman, she was 49 and a 15-year-old special needs kid. She sent 25,000 sexual text messages. I don't think I've sent 25,000 text messages in my entire, life.
Yeah, no.
What the hell? To anybody. And her family was standing by her. She has kids the same age. And they tried to get the kid when they first got caught. The kid say, all those messages because he was dating her daughter. Mm-hmm. Daughter knew nothing about that. And the husband and the parents and the kids were all it just blows my mind. I don't understand. I'm glad I don't have little kids anymore, and I worry about when I have grandkids, but just crazy. All these people should just go home and knit, and they would not be committing crimes.
Right?
Seriously, more knitting, more spinning, more crocheting. Just do what you have to do. Keep your hands busy, because otherwise it's the devil's work.
Yes.
And if you're going to protest, do it the correct way. Don't impede, don't harass, don't stalk, don't follow. Go out there and shout your whatever you got to shout. Do it in the right way, in the right place.
You have to fully understand what you're protesting too, because I feel like these people aren't living in reality and they don't understand what you're protesting. They're just oh no, we're morally superior because we're the left, and we have empathy and we have tolerance, and it's you're just spouting buzzwords and you don't know what you're actually fucking doing.
Well, all these people who are defending Don Lemon for going into church, it's yeah, you have a First Amendment. That means the government can't censor your speech. That doesn't mean you can't go into a private church and stop worship. Because you know what? They have a First Amendment for that too.
Mm-hmm. Well,
yeah, I know. But to claim that your First Amendment freedom of speech trumps freedom of religion. And I love the fact that they charged him with the FACE Act, which was written for protesting abortion clinics, because he's all pro-abortion too. So that was kind of karma that they're going to use that.
Well, and actually the First Amendment, religion is the first part of that.
Yeah.
It's not free speech.
Yeah.
But I heard that he was separating children from their parents and yelling at the children and
telling children that their parents are Nazis.
He claimed he just found out about it and went to view it. He brought coffee and donuts for the participants in the riot, in the protest. He was in it from the beginning. And it didn't matter if he wasn't, because he participated in it. He unlawful entry and impeding a religious service.
And he's just a douchebag.
He's always been, always been that. He's always been, one of the good things CNN did was get rid of him. Not that CNN does much good, but it just blows my mind. If someone had done that in a Muslim church, it would not have been gone over so well.
No.
and just that traumatizes children.
They don't care.
You know, and I don't understand the disconnect where people. I could see you wanting to protect people who might not have committed any other crime other than coming into the country illegally.
Mhm.
I can see why they protest that. I don't agree with it, but I can see why. But when they're perfectly okay with trying to stop murderers and pedophiles and rapists and whatnot from being deported, I don't understand why you take their side. Like,
Right.
and all these
Because
celebrities, everyone deserves to come into this country. No, they don't.
Because Trump, because they weren't
You can't-
complaining when
Obama
did it.
I know.
Bummer.
And he actually deported a lot more
Mhm.
over his 8 years. But it was
But
okay
it's
when he was
when
doing
he
it.
does it.
Yeah, like it just blows my mind. And I'm sorry that woman got killed, but she did it to herself.
Yep.
Because and the guy that got killed, he did it to himself too. Because he had gotten into it multiple times before. And you knew he was going to do something. He showed up armed, which is his right as a concealed carry person, but he didn't have his permit and he didn't have his ID with him. So that makes him carrying illegal because you have to carry those with you at all times when you're carrying. So he intended to do something.
Yeah.
You know, it's sad that churches and that people, and I don't understand the whole mentality of burning down your own town protest. Like, and then half the time they're saying, oh, you know, support local business, but they're the first ones who get torched and looted and rioted.
Mhm.
Like, I don't understand that mentality. It's like when you win a sports thing and the first thing they do out is go torch and loot. And it's like, what does that have to do with sports? You know, it's the same thing. Yeah. Philly has their own issues with that. But it just blows my mind that they think it's perfectly okay. The First Amendment, you have a right to assemble. It doesn't mean you can impede people's businesses. It doesn't mean you can stop traffic. It doesn't mean you can do any of that other stuff. It just means you can peaceably assemble.
Well, I saw today where the ICE agents are going to start wearing body cams.
Good. They should.
Helpful.
Because it's made a difference for police officers.
That
you know, all the people who
spectacularly.
It did, because it showed how bad they have to deal with some. This one had it. Oh my God, this temper tantrum the other day I watched. She was literally like a toddler, like a 2-year-old, and just worked herself up into hyperventilating, crying, just like, really? I have anxiety. You know what? If I were breaking the law, I'd have anxiety too. But that doesn't get you out of it. And
I have to say, all the Don Lemon talk has really had me craving lemons. So I went out this weekend and I got a lemon cream pie, and I got lemon seltzer, and I got a lemon energy drink, and I just had a hoot and holler with lemon flavored things.
I have lemon energy drinks too.
Yes.
But it just blows my mind. These people, like they've not been taught how to regulate their emotions or their feelings.
Yeah.
And everyone who says they know their rights, they don't know their rights.
Yeah. Well, if any of you were close by, I would happily offer you as many oranges as you want. Our tree is
delicious.
Blooming.
Oh, nice. No, I saw one where I'm assuming she was a working person, had found a credit card at a mall in Florida, and so she spent $1,000 at Nordstrom's, and then when she tried to use it again, they called the owner, who was trying to find her card in the mall, and the owner said no, it was stolen. So the girl went into Louis Vuitton, tried to buy a $3,000 handbag, and they wouldn't do it because it came back stolen, and they called the cops. Meanwhile, she met up with her sugar daddy, who was about 3 times her age, and they went back in and he bought her the handbag. And the cops confronted her afterwards, like, you know, and she denied it, said it was her card, denied it. And the cop finally got the story out of her that she had used someone's stolen card. And they did all the process, and he has her back in the car, and she's making her phone call to say that she'd been arrested and that she's going to need bail. And she called sugar daddy. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry, it was a mistake. I don't understand. She goes, I'm going to have to call somebody to get bail. He goes, I'm not your call. And she said, what?
He said, sugar daddy for bail. What?
He said, I'm not your call. This is a family matter. Don't call me. She's like, what? I don't understand. We were going to go. He goes, nope. I'm not your call. Sorry.
Good for him.
And then she called her mom, and her mom was probably just going to give her the money, but just like totally didn't even blink, was calling him for bail money. Like he didn't want to be on camera. He didn't want to be part of this. Because he thought the cop had insinuated he'd been part of this with her, and he made it very clear that it happened before he met up with her.
Well,
So
I
it was
don't
just,
think she has a sugar daddy anymore.
at least not that one. But it was just so funny because he goes, I'm not your call. And just look on her face was like, what do you mean? I'm not your call. Don't call me.
Damn, you fucked up, girly pops.
Sugar daddy don't want no part of you.
No.
Sugar daddy just wants sugar, not all the bullshit that you're going through right now.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of a
Yeah.
sugar daddy.
He was mad at himself for spending $3,000 on a bag. He says, I can't believe I did that because no handbag's worth that. And I'm thinking,
I
you know
hope they
exactly
both
why you
went
did
the
that, dude. I'm sure he went back to return it right away. But just like, oh, Florida. You get the tourist tour just as bad. But all right, I need to go eat dinner
Okay.
and go work on my blanket and my hat because they need to get done.
Okay. Here is
I don't have 26. So
Yeah.
Ooh, wow.
This is where I
Amazing.
am on my blanket, and I
Well
am
done.
not going to work on it again until next Monday.
Okay, let's make a rule. You can work on it, but you don't have to because we don't want to prevent you from working on it if you want to
No.
work on it.
Yeah, if you feel.
But we'd love to see.
motivated.
But we'd love to see how it goes.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I like that rule that when I'm on knit night, I work on that blanket.
I mean, it's not as if you
Knit
don't have
blanket.
other things. It's not as if you don't have other blankets to work on during the week.
Right?
You got one or two, I think. I can't
Few.
keep
Maybe.
A few.
So that makes
What?
23. You've got
Does
3
it?
more left.
And now I have sewing to go.
Yay.
Uh-huh. That's gonna be so pretty.
It is. You get fun fabric.
Mhm.
I do
So
get.
thank you guys.
Okay.
Thank you.
Guys. Thanks, chat.
Coming. Thanks, Tina and Joan, for coming
Yes.
and hanging out. And
It's been delightful.
it has been.
Yep.
And
A hoot and a
then
holler.
there's one more week of football, and then it's over. And then it's baseball.
Baseball's coming.
When is spring training?
Um,
End of March?
February.
Oh, end of
February.
February.
Spring
Okay.
training. No, spring training starts. The first game is February 20th for
Okay. Well.
Baltimore.
Oh wow.
It's coming.
Okay, then.
I'm ready. I'm ready for baseball.
162 games.
Even though my first team sucks, but my second team is the Dodgers.
Okay,
Hey,
who the first to second? What's their names?
The first team is the Angels, and we would like to trade our owner.
Yeah, we've tried that too. They don't let you.
Oh,
Unfortunately.
he's
We didn't trade him.
terrible.
And what's your second team?
The Dodgers, because I love Shohei. We get to see Shohei in person. So
Oh, nice.
All right, whatever.
when he was an
We know
Angel.
We know Therese is all about Baltimore.
Mm-hmm. My boy
Your
Gunner.
Yankees.
That was
I
the
gotta pull
funnest
for my
stadium
Yankees.
I've ever been to. Was the Orioles.
But if it tells you anything about the Angels, all of their players right now are on a 1-year contract.
Wow.
Yeah. So a
That's
year
crazy.
from now, so a year from now, it's going to suck even more.
I don't know. You can get a whole new team. It could be great.
Yeah.
Not with
on the
our
bright side.
owner, cheapskate
I think-
Reno.
Well, I think football is now determined that it's okay to, like fire a third of their coaches at a
My
time.
coach stepped down. He walked away.
Well, yeah, your coach is the exception.
Mm-hmm.
He left for his purposes, not the other way around. He wasn't
Well,
fired.
my husband
They
told me
weren't going to fire him. No.
No.
my husband told me at the beginning of the year that the Saints were not going to have a good year because they had a new coach. So I looked at him the other day. I was like, "Hey, the Saints got a choice this year. They got a chance because everybody else is going to have new coaches."
Right.
they're going to be playing in one of the international games. I heard they're going to some new country
Yes,
to
in
play in
France,
it.
I think.
France. Yeah, the Saints are going to go, which makes sense because
I hate that
Fleur de
international
Lis, France.
crap. hate
I
it.
agree.
Stupid.
Kind of.
The NFL,
You know,
not the IFL.
Play in America because you're an American sport.
Right.
National
Football League.
Mm-hmm.
Goodell
That's
don't
right.
make enough money. He needs more.
I was watching a thing the other night. And they were talking about when there was the NFL draft and the AFL draft, and
Mhm.
players would get drafted in both, and they could pick which one they wanted to go to.
Well,
And I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
When the NFL was dominant, I think. I could be wrong.
Crazy.
Mhm.
All right,
They're
thanks
playing-
everybody.
What, Tina?
Hold
Go
on,
ahead.
hold on. They're playing football, American football in other countries now?
Yes,
Yes.
they've been doing it for a couple of years now. They play.
And
in,
yeah.
They
It's
play in
the
England.
is
They play in Mexico.
Lon-
They play in
Yeah.
Germany.
It's
they're
hilarious.
really
too, I
good.
think.
It's always next
Australia,
door. So that's like, okay, Mexico makes sense. It's next door. They play soccer, blah, blah. But
right.
damn, okay, well, the gospel is spreading, I guess.
Well, it's funny because you'll look in the stands and they are wearing every jersey.
Everything. Yep.
Every team.
That's how it was when I went to the Raiders Giants game. There were so many other jerseys in the stands that were totally different teams. I was like,
That's
I never
fantastic.
thought I would never wear. I mean, maybe it's different if you're in Europe, but I would never wear a different jersey to a game that
Mhm.
wasn't one of
That
the teams
didn't have
playing.
one of
'Cause
those
that's,
It's not a rock
Yeah.
show.
Right.
and I was quite shocked by the fashion. There were a lot of women who
Mhm.
accessorized their sports fashion. There were a lot of sparkly mini skirts and heels and boots and
And you can get
cutesy
rid of
little
that
sports
pink,
things.
you can get rid of the pink jerseys for women. Nobody wants to wear a pink jersey.
No,
Stop it.
no. It was very enlightening to see the fashion that's come about for football teams now. I mean, unfortunately, the players have no sense of style, but
Mhm.
because you can make fun of them when they walk in every week.
Mm,
If some of them looking pretty
yeah,
sad.
some of them are. Well, Cam Newton, he's just his own thing. So
Yeah, but we'll see what happens. See what teams are going to make it next year. See if Kansas City is done for a while.
see
If
if my
they're gonna come
quarterback
back.
comes back.
I think he will,
I think so because they hired McCarthy.
and he has a whole break to get healthy.
Well, he's going to go do his little blackout room thing again, and he's probably going to go smoke some ayahuasca or something. And so
It made him happy, so whatever works.
I don't
My
worry about.
quarterback was good. We have to get the running back healthy. But we have a new coach, and he's going to have a whole new coaching staff, so that should be interesting.
We have an old coach, but that's okay.
But and my son's happy because Kubiak is going to the Raiders. So, well, after Sunday anyway, because they have to wait. If they could only get rid of the owner, they'd be in better shape. But that's not
Thank
gonna
you.
happen, unfortunately.
My baseball team is the Raiders of baseball.
Mm-hmm.
We have a
Where-
horrible owner.
We were a
Horrible.
couple years ago, and then we got a new owner. He'll open his wallet, which is kind of amazing.
I know. Yeah. Well,
That-
mine will not.
That
I
is
hate
nice. When I watched the thing on Butkus, they were talking about how bad that Chicago was when he was there. And yet, as bad as Chicago was, he was winning Defensive Player of the Year regularly because he was still playing so well, but the owner would not throw in any money. And they just kept throwing him out there until the point where he couldn't physically do it anymore because his knees were so bad.
Oh yeah.
And
Okay.
and he actually sued them for that too because they were sending him out knowing he was injured.
Liz,
So,
I'm worried that
All
you're
right.
going to faint.
No, I'm not going to faint. I do need to eat though. Bye, everybody. Thank you guys so much.
Guys,
We will talk to you next week.
Mhm.
cheers.